Of course it wouldn't be a real Gemini live stream if I wasn't late, fiddling around with technical difficulties. Hello everybody, hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay. I hope I'm not muted. I'm trying to sort of keep an eye on my figures over there. Just let me know. Is everything okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear the backing track? You should be able to hear the wonderful words of, well, not the words of, but the music of Tobias Lilia playing in the background, so that you're not just subjected to my face and my voice for the foreseeable couple of hours, because we have much to discuss. It's a special day for me. Hello everybody. Oh, and we got Dono straight off the bat as well. That I'm gonna wait, stop. I am paying attention. Let me love heart these real quick. Now my chat is kind of here. I tried to be clever and move my chat over here so I'm closer to you guys, so I don't keep leaning off screen over here to read it. And unfortunately, I moved my desk around as well, so I'm still kind of off kilter, so I do apologise. But let me just pop out this chat so I can say hello to everybody and thank you all for being here, because today's a special day for me, as some of you might know. It's my birthday. And I always have to do something special on my birthday. So hello and welcome, foolish mortals, to another random live stream. But it's not so random because we do actually have something to discuss today. It's not really a plan per se. We don't really have a directive. It's literally just going to be, oh my days, the showcase is tomorrow. What the can't say that yet. But hi, oh, everyone's saying the sound is good as well. It's fantastic. Let me just, Alison, thank you so much, sweetheart. That's really, really kind of you. Literally a double dono as well. I see you being cheeky, and I know you as well. I know who you really are. Oh, I'm just going to scroll up real fast because there were some people in here who, let's see, CK, some familiar faces. Miley, what's up, Miley? How are you doing, big Lefty Bear? We got members in the building as well, the big guy in the building. How's it doing, Lefty? You all right? Chris, thank you so much. Lucas Blocks, hello there, welcome in. Altac and the notorious Bass. We got members in the building as well. What's up, Swerve? How are you doing? I wasn't expecting to see Swerve today. It's his anniversary. It is your anniversary, my brother. I was not expecting to see you spending the day with me. What's up, Step? I actually just got through watching your that Weapons trailer. Oh my damn. That yeah, that was way better. The new trailer was way better. I will talk about that a little bit more soon. Gremlex, what's up, Lex? How you doing? I wasn't expecting to see you either. How you doing? I hope you're doing all right. I thought you were streaming tonight, Lex. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to see you. Why didn't I tell you earlier? I didn't think you would care. Honestly, it's not that big a deal. The whole thing, this whole celebration thing, isn't really celebrating my birthday. It just happens to fall real close to it. It is my birthday today, but the exciting thing happens tomorrow. I am absolutely stoked for it, but I hope you're doing all right, and it's great to see you in the chat, Lex. Maisie, I can't wait any longer either. I am stoked. I'm super excited. What's up, Joel? How are you doing, Uncle Joel? This is good. We got a lot of people in, and Alison, again, thank you, honey. I really appreciate that. Really, really do appreciate that. Birthday donos. And today I don't feel bad about accepting them because it's a special day, kinda, question mark, lol. Mr. Tibbs. Cloudy J, I nearly skipped one. Cloudy J, I am having a spectacular day. It's been lovely. I have had no work. I got up, I went for a walk, I had a nice morning coffee, I had a shave, and the barber really took care of me. He was very kind because I told him it was my birthday and it was his birthday also, so we had a good bit of banter there. It was lovely. And yeah, I just had a really good day. And I went to the gym, I worked out, had a sauna, steam, a nice jacuzzi, I went for a swim, and then I went and had some dinner with my mum and dad, which was wonderful as well. And now I'm here and I get to chill with you guys for the rest of the evening. And then after that, I can do whatever I want because it's my day off. And I'm buzzing about that, as you can probably tell. Thank you, Miley. Appreciate you. Brother Tibbs, thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you in the chat as well, my guy. Hope you're doing all right. Wendy Bar, how's it going? Idiotic Bookworm, what's up? Thank you so much. Iris Moth, hi. Oh, that's a party's in the chat. Heaven Robinson as well. Look at all the familiar faces. Thank you, guys. Look, see, I wasn't expecting this either because with it being a Monday, I wasn't expecting so many people in the chat because usually I stream on a weekend, like a Saturday and a Sunday, because that, according to the great overlords at the YouTube algorithm, that's when you guys are most active. At like 7 or 8 o'clock on a weekend, and today is Monday, so a lot of you guys will have had school, a lot of you guys will be back to work and university and studying and doing whatever else people do on a Monday, and so I wasn't expecting that many people in, especially considering I don't really have a plan. I was literally just coming here to chill with you guys because we have a lot to discuss, we have a lot to talk about, and I'm excited for it and I can't wait until tomorrow. And I also wanted to know a lot of what you guys think. And I might have a couple of things to show you as well, because I've been doing a little bit of searching. So you might not be subjected to my face for the entirety of this stream. I might switch it up a little bit later on. But for the moment, I'm going to keep reading these because this is lovely to see so many people in. Where did I get to? Nintendo Gamer Kid, how are you doing? It's great to see you in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome, familiar faces. Gemini, where have you went? I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. You know me. If I can help it, I won't even go outside. My doorbell was broken for like 3 weeks and I chose intentionally not to do anything about it. I actually had... the only reason I ended up fixing the doorbell is because I wanted to order a takeaway. Like, I wanted takeout food. And I wouldn't have known when it got here because the doorbell wouldn't ring, and I've got like a really ambiguous, awkward address. It's really difficult to find my house. So even if I tell people the address, like you have to type it in to get it delivered, and they still can't find it. But when they do, they ring the bell and I have to answer the phone. Like, but you know how it be. Anyway. Iris Moth, you excited for the showcase? Like you wouldn't believe, Iris. Absolutely stoked. I am on the edge of my seat. In roughly 24 hours, we're going to be sitting in pretty much the same position and we're going to be anticipating what's to come, and I am so excited. A lot of you guys, I've put a poll up as well, as you can see, just to see what people are most excited about. It wouldn't let me answer it, but I would just answer, give me anything. I want a release date, I want a demo, I want a trailer, I want comic reveals, I want novel discussions, I want information, I want news. Tell me everything immediately in full detail. It's beginning. Yes, it is. Low and Alone, what's up? How you doing? Hey, no, chat jumped. You guys know it does that. You guys know it does that. See, you've seen it happen. I know chat isn't on screen for you guys right now, but it did. It jumped. So I'm sorry if I've lost anybody. Hey, Step, how's it going? Osama, you made it. Hello. I'm so glad you could pop in before you disappear. I realise that you've got something really important coming up, and that's absolutely fine. And the fact that you were able to come in and see me before you go is very, very wholesome. I really appreciate you stopping in to see me, Osama. Thank you so much. Chris, I've already said hello to Chris, but hello again, Chris. You get two. Good. Sound is good. Kippy, can hear it all? I'm glad. I hope that's how I say your name, Kippy. I'm going to say Kippy because that's how it looks to me, and I am British and uncultured. Runaway Cobra, hi! Oh, I love the little 6 sound effects. Little Nightmares 3 is tomorrow, but $5 that time's got to go. So, yeah, honestly, right? It's going to be like, you know when you go to sleep the night before Christmas as a kid, and it seems to drag and you wake up like 4 times every like 20 minutes? And it's just like, it's 2 a.m. It's 3 a.m. It's 2 a.m. again. What the Hey, don't worry, Low and Alone. It's totally fine. Alison, what are you doing? How many donos, woman? I mean, I'm grateful and I appreciate it, and I know I can't say no today, but you're doing a thing. You're what's the word? You're corrupting the target. Thank you, Wendy Bat. I appreciate that. I appreciate you swearing to save me the monetization. Carly J, I can't wait for the showcase. I wonder what they might reveal. I'm so excited. Yeah, I know. What do you think it's going to be? Like, do you think there's potential for a demo, or do you think it's... Because I think that for them to hold a whole showcase, there's going to be more than just the release date. I do think we'll get a release date, but I think they're going to give us a bunch of other stuff as well. They've got to put some sprinkles on it, haven't they, right? Detective Gamer Treg, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hi, Mika. Micah? Hi, Gem. Happy B-Day. Thank you so much. Z7, Among Us. I am among you. I see all. So glad I'm now officially entered the nowhere and ready to deep dive into Little Nightmares. Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, Mr. Tibbs actually jumped into the nowhere playing Little Nightmares 1 for the first time live the other day. Some of you guys managed to catch that as well, which I was grateful for. I appreciate you slipping on by and showing my brother Mr. Tibbs some love. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it was good, right? See, you were like you appreciate the nowhere now. You actually know what I'm talking about during these streams. The notorious bass. Happy Born Day. Yeah, this is the day. The birth of the Antichrist was this day. Thank you so much, bass. I really appreciate you, man. Notorious bass tuning in from work as well. What a top man. And he said top G, but I don't know if that's controversial these days. But my brother, thank you so much, bass. Me too, KB. I need the release date. I need it. Alice Angel, yes, my birthday has been phenomenal. I've had a wonderful day with wonderful people, and I'm very much appreciative of everybody's kind words and well wishes. It's been absolutely awesome. I'm having a great day. Even better now for getting to spend it with you guys. Weirdly enough, live streaming used to be the thing that used to get my goat. It used to make me really nervous. It still does, hence the beverage. You know, the sugar helps steady my nerves and stop me from shaking. And I mean, I still trip over my words, but you know how it'd be. But I get nervous when I live stream because sometimes I worry. I'm like sitting here, like I'm just going to be sitting here talking to myself. Nobody's going to show up. Everyone hates me. And I get super anxious about it. And I don't know why, because for the last like 10 live streams, it's been me and you guys. And there's more of you every time. There's like over 40 of you in chat at the moment. And it's amazing because it's a Monday evening. I really was not expecting such an amazing turnout. So thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you choosing to spend your Monday afternoon chilling with me. Even though I have nothing really to offer, the excitement comes tomorrow. But you will see. You will see. We have a lot to discuss, and we're going to make some predictions as well. And I got a feeling we're going to be right about them. Trust me, little ones. Back in a couple of minutes. No problem, Gremlex. You do what you do. There's a few people I know started streaming simultaneously. Hey, no worries. You do that. You support your friends as you should. I think everyone in the community should support one another. That's what we're here for. That's why there's a holding hands mechanic. Everyone needs a little bit of support now and again. Isn't that right, children? Hope your birthday's been good. It's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, big W's for the notorious bass. Big W's for you as well, Alison. You're doing really well. I think you're like trying to... Also, I have this top fans thing that's just popped up on the top of my screen. And apparently... Miley is number 1, and then Idiotic Bookworm at number 2, and Detective Gamer Treg at number 3. I don't know how that works or what it's in aid of, but if it's important to you guys, feel free to engage with that. YouTube often send me new gimmicks and things to play with, and they're like, hey, Gem, do you want to test this? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll play with that. I don't know what most of it is, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, well, yeah, hey, Gremlex, oi. Oh, 1 second. What are we celebrating at birthdays? That we exist? Shouldn't our mothers be celebrating? Yes, absolutely, we totally should. My mum kind of has hacks because I celebrate my mum every single day. Today's my day. No, but I've always thought birthdays were kind of weird because I'm one of these people that thinks that you should be proud of what you accomplish and not what you are. So while I agree that you should be proud of yourself, I feel like you can only afford to be proud of yourself if you make an effort to be a good person or a better person or self-improve in some way. You know, even if it's just being kind to other people. But yeah, I feel that. Thank you, Jacob O'Brien. I appreciate the happy birthday. Thank you so much. If you don't get a release date, I'm going to cry. Oh, me too. Me too. I will have a full-blown breakdown. I saw the mirror drawings in the Necropolis wall. Yeah, exactly. Step, that was something that I wanted to bring up because it was thanks to you. I put that there because I did some digging. And I found something. Thank you so much, Lex. I really appreciate you, and I understand that Gremlex TTV is also trying to save up at the moment because Lex. I'm going to call you Lex because I've always called you Lex, even though you changed your name recently. But Yeah, Lex has been trying to save up for a laptop so as to improve their gaming setup. They need a new rig so that they can keep up because Gremlex wants to be a streamer, well, is a streamer, but wants to improve their content and feel like the best way to do that would be to get a better rig, like a full-blown gaming PC or laptop, gaming laptop. And as you guys know, they're hella expensive. So for Lex to donate me money is ridiculous, but thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Alison, stop! Stop it! I'm going to put a cease and desist on Alison because you're going to go broke. If they're going to... Wait. Oh, Doggy, thank you so much. Appreciate the cake. I got a little cake as well. I have a little cake today. I bought it myself though, because my mum normally makes me a big cake, because my mum's a baker and a very, very good one at that, very well accomplished baker. But as a lot of you guys already know, my mum was very sick and she wasn't able to make me a cake this year. And it's not like, oh, I'm heartbroken I didn't get a cake. It's just like, I still got to see her and spend time with her, and that's what really matters, is the fact that I actually got to take that time. But it didn't feel right having a birthday without a cake, so I do have little cakes. Well, well, actually... my mum actually gave me a little... well, I'll show you actually, because I got one here. She said, it's not a birthday cake, but you can have one of these, because of birthday cake tarts, and she said you can put a little candle in it and blow it out on your stream if you want. And I'm like, you know what, I might do that. It's actually a good idea. And I've already had one as well, because it's my birthday and I can eat what I want and you can't stop me. Must feel so lucky to have your birthday so close to the showcase. Iris, it felt intentional. It felt like they did it for me. I was scrolling through emails. I was like, Lonnie? I was half expecting Bandai Namco to have messaged me a little troll, just be like, send me an eyeball or something. Like, we know. But it's just all the more reason, because that means a lot of people have like birthday celebrations that last, don't they? Like, you know, birthday weekend. Or like a birthday holiday or vacation or something like that. And I don't. I literally just do the one day. Most of the time I forget it's a thing. You know, not in recent years because I've had you guys. But normally my birthday is a very quiet and like understated event because I don't think it's that important. But it's nice to know that so many people care. But this year, having that to look forward to tomorrow means that I get to extend my celebration beyond the day. So I can go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow just as excited as I woke up today. And that's wonderful for me. If they're going to delay it till 2026, they better give us a demo. Yeah, right, absolutely. They'd have to give us a demo. Even just a pre-alpha. Because that pre-alpha demo that was available to play at Gamescom, I would be down for that. Like, I would totally play that. It looked dope. Even in pre-alpha, it looked amazing. Oh, GKS, hello, happy birthday, Gemini. Did you spot the man in the purple suit and the dummy in the wooden cutout? And just say, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'm so glad somebody else did as well, because you spotted that. You spotted that, and I bet a lot of you guys did as well. I bet a lot of you guys have already covered this and know what to expect now. But, as suspected, the man in the purple suit, well, we don't know. It's still not confirmed, and I can't say anything with concrete certainty, but we are 99% convinced now, at least I am, that the man in the purple suit and his dummy are going to be popping in and paying us a visit. Two of a kind. Two of a kind. And that is what we expected from the beginning, right? Because those of you that did your research and those of you that have seen my earlier videos will recognise that Supermassive Games wrote the episode with the carnival in it. And it just so happens that the carnival is in the game. Go figure. So it does stand to reason that the creature that they were advertising and promoting in that particular episode will also be making an appearance. Or at least I really hope so. What's up, main event? How are you doing? I'm sorry, it's retracted your message and I don't know why. It's also retracted yours, FipsyB2, but hello and welcome. We got another Little Nightmares enthusiast and Little Nightmares theorist as well in FipsyB2 here. How you doing, my brother? It's great to see you. Hey, Abyss, didn't realise it was your birthday. Yeah, we are like nearly a month apart, Abyss. Yes. I think they're going to give us a trailer and a release date, probably not a demo. Yeah, I think a demo is the least likely thing that we're going to get, but I wouldn't, never say never though, because we got a demo for Little Nightmares 2, and I played the heck out of that demo. Let me just scroll down. Oh, Fipsy B2, you absolute legend. How are you? How old are you now? 19? Not that old, bro. Unfortunately, I can't stay for long as I must revise for a maths test on Wednesday. Happy birthday. My brother, thank you so much. Fipsy B2, what an absolute legend, popping in to see me on my birthday. And Adorno at that as well. Very, very special to me. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. And I don't mind it. It's totally cool. I understand that people have other things to do with their Monday evening other than chill and watch me drink a beverage and talk nonsense for an hour, because the celebration isn't today. We are celebrating what's happening tomorrow. My birthday is today. But what's happening tomorrow, that's what we've got to be excited about as a community. Fipsy, yeah, you're absolutely right to prioritise your studies, and I would highly advise you to do that, and I'm glad that you are as well. Never feel the need to apologise to me for leaving. I understand that people have to dip. If you have to dip and duck out of the stream early, it's totally fine. You're not really going to miss anything. Just make sure you get your studies done, because the VOD will still be there after, and obviously the excitement comes tomorrow, not today. Although I do have some exciting news from my end, but it's not complete yet. But I do have a little something to share with you guys that I think you will find is fun, or at least I think is really fun. I think it's really nice because, as you guys know, I'm working on a Little Nightmares original comics series. Well, it's not a series that I'm working on. I'm working on a pilot because I want to see how it goes and if it's well received. If a lot of you guys like it and you really enjoy the pilot episode, then I might make a series out of it. But it takes a very, very long time to do. It takes a lot of time and investment and consideration. But I have actually finished designing yet another character, and I think you guys are going to like them. I haven't revealed it much though. There might be one or two of you in chat that know who this character is, but that's because you'll have helped me work on this particular character as well. Oh, thank you, Fipsy. That was really kind of you. Persephone, happy Womb Liberation Day. That is the best terminology for birthday. That was even better than Happy Born Day. Happy Y Born Day. If Little Nightmares 3 doesn't get a release date tomorrow, I will punch someone. As will I, Heaven. In fact, we will. We can line up. Who is it? Who's in charge? Who should we punch? You know what? It's probably best that I don't threaten the developers live, because if I had any shot of getting early access to this game, they'll just be like, "No, we can't give it to that guy. He punches people. He's so impatient." Release date, I'm thinking October 12th, my dad's birthday. Hey, bro, that would be really awesome. And also, happy birthday to your dad for October 12th. Obviously, I'll say it closer to the time, but that's awesome, Base. Stoneboy5749, happy birthday, Gemini. I actually can't believe we're getting a whole showcase instead of... Yeah, I know, right? Because I had my hopes up on at least a trailer or even just a release date. Just a tweet at this point would have been phenomenal. I'd have been fine with that. If they tweeted out and just said, by the way, this is the release date, it's XYZ, it's October 5th, here you go. Do with that what you will, theorists. I'd have been fine. I'd have been perfectly okay with that. And then when I heard about Gamescom, because I was really disappointed by Summer Games Fest not showing it, but I also didn't expect it to be shown entirely. For some reason, I just wasn't convinced that that was the time. But now I am. Like, now I absolutely... Well, I was when I heard about Gamescom. I knew that something had to be coming, and it had to be coming soon, with us being over 50% of the way through the year, and this being the year that they've guaranteed a release for us. So... And I know that Supermassive have been working exceedingly hard on Directive 8020 as well, which looks phenomenal, and I'm very excited to get into. But obviously, Little Nightmares is my bread and butter, as it's a hyperfixation for all of you as well, as it is with me. So, yeah, that's what we all really wanted, and the fact that we didn't get anything was kind of saddening, but I still held out hope because we had Gamescom to look forward to. But we got something better. We got something way better. Isn't very supervisor of you. October 4th, it could be. That's the thing, because they might give us a release date tomorrow and we still don't know what it is. They might get... The release date could be tomorrow. Like, we don't know that. It won't be. Like, it's the chances of that are probably, like, as close to a lottery win as you could get. But there's nothing saying it isn't, right? Like, they could hold that reveal until the very end of the showcase, and they're gonna be like, you know, they'll talk about the comics, they'll talk about the novels, they'll talk about the trailers, they'll talk about the layoffs, they'll talk about everything that's built up to this point. They'll reveal something, and then they'll be like, oh, and by the way, you can get this tomorrow. Order it on Steam. You know, they could do that. I highly doubt they will, but imagine. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Chat jumped again, so I'm just going to have a quick... Gemini making the North win today. I'm excited to see it, Low and Alone. Really excited to see it. You let me know when you're all done with that. Are you putting out a video, Low and Alone? If we get a release date tomorrow, when do you think the game will come out? My guess is in October. I think there's going to be a release in October, and I guess that it would be early October. I think I'm wrong, because upon reflection, I've done a little bit more research, and there was somebody who left me a comment that I only read this afternoon, shortly before this stream, actually. I can't remember who it was. I'll have to go back to that comment. I did respond to it, though, but they pointed out some very valuable points about how Supermassive work as a game developer. So the chances of us actually getting the release date on October 5th, which is when I predicted it for, is likely incorrect for several reasons that person listed in their comment. And I don't begrudge that, but it does make me fearful, because I said that I would make a guess, and if I was wrong, I would do a forfeit, and that forfeit is an ice bucket challenge. So if they give us a release date tomorrow and it's not October 5th, I'm going to have to release a video of me getting ice bucketed with no reaction. So I'm going to have to just stand there and take it. And I suck in the cold. I'm a complete reptile. A lot of people are complaining about the weather, particularly in the UK at the moment, because it's very hot. It's currently 27 degrees in my office. Right now, it's 27 degrees in this room. Hence why I'm wearing a t-shirt. I normally wear a big hoodie. Even I am warm today. But I'm a complete lizard when it comes to weather. I love the heat. It hates me. Like, I'm allergic to everything outdoors. It sucks. I'm allergic to sunlight. I'm allergic to pollen. I'm allergic to animal fur. I'm allergic to socializing. You know, the summertime hates me, but I love it because I'm always comfortably warm. Whereas normally in this room, I have to turn off my heater to live stream, otherwise it bleeds into the mic and you guys will just be greeted with this awful whirring sound that it makes. So I have to turn the heater off for the live stream, and I'm always upset about that. But today I don't need to, because it's 27 degrees. If I put the heater on, I'll die. So it's all good. That was in response to asking about my stream instead of being in a few minutes ago. Alright. What's up, Minecraft bro? How you doing? Thank you for the happy birthday. Yeah, Alison, I'll put you on a ban. I'm gonna get the mods to ban you. Stop being generous to me. I mean, you don't have to today, because I'm never going to complain about donations, especially on my birthday, because it's the one day where I feel comfortable with it. When people send me money and they say, by the way, this is your gift, like, don't get me wrong, I'm always comfortable with donors because they all go to the same place. I give all the donations in these streams to my mum, but I always feel awkward with it because it feels like a sob story, and I know that everybody has their own issues, and money isn't going to fix those issues. But on a day like today, where people are just donating to me because they feel like being kind and helping me make progress with the projects that I'm working on and stuff, I'm more than grateful for them. So yeah, I'm not turning anything down today, guys. Just forgive me if I seem to breeze over them quite quick, but there's currently 50 of you in chat, which I'm super grateful for, by the way. But it's getting harder and harder to keep up, because, as you know, I like to respond to each and every comment and show you guys the respect and the love you deserve for being contributing members of my community, and also foundational viewers of this channel. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't be here doing this. Like, there wouldn't be. I've done it before. I've been sitting here alone for hours at a time with nobody in chat, and it's very disheartening, and it's very discouraging to sit there and pour your heart and soul into doing something, working on a project and trying to be engaging and bubbly and you know, and being the highlight of the stream, when nobody cares, like nobody's really bothered about what you're doing or what you stand for or what you have to say, and that is a primary concern of mine. I often worry about being, just sitting here on my own. So it's so wholesome to see so many of you guys turning out on a Monday evening of all things to come and spend my birthday with me. Especially when it's very obvious I have nothing to offer. The excitement comes tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the major one that we're going to see and like get hyped about. We are talking about it today, don't get me wrong. Like we have a lot of speculations to make, and there is a couple of things being revealed as well. Gem, stop eating the sweets that are made by the supervisor. No. Hey, do you think the supervisor sweets are made out of teeth? Because I seen a clip in the You're Being Watched Little Nightmares 3 trailer, and there's a part that's shown from an aerial view, from a bird's eye view, and it's looking down on Low and Alone as they're running away from the supervisor, presumably. And there's a pit just full of pallets, teeth. So teeth and gums. So this here, that part of your mouth, that is your palate, and it's just full of them. And it makes me wonder if that's what they're making them out. Because you can buy them, can't you? You can buy gummy teeth, and they've got like gums and teeth on them, usually in the shape of like vampire teeth or something. But these were definitely not the delicious kind that we're used to. Absolutely not. What's up, Mojo? How you doing? Asher, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you in the chat. How's it going? Yeah, I'm really sorry if I'm slow to get into these also. Ghoul Games, what's up, Ghoul? Hey, look how many members we got in the chat as well. We got Ghoul Games, we got Altac, we got Notorious Base, we got Lefty Bear. We got a lot of you guys in here today. I'm really grateful for that. It's so cool to see that there's so many of you supporting me, especially considering the colour of these eyes as well. We got Platinum members, we got Hyper members, we got Gold members in the building. This is awesome. This is really, really cool. Show us. I actually will show you, Kippy. I will show you, but I have to adhere to this target though. So the target stands at 7 out of 10. If we get 3 more donos, I'll do it. You're gonna say, like, that's no pressure either. That sounded really douchey now that I've said it out loud. There is no pressure to make donations. You are going to see this stuff anyway. The idea of the donations is because I like testing that widget out. I mean, YouTube have asked me specifically to do that anyway. But even if we don't make that dono goal, it's not like, oh, well, you're never going to find out what this project is. You will. You just won't find out today. It will come. That's about an early release. That's all that is. Hey, we got another one up there as well. I haven't scrolled down that far yet, but I will. I will acknowledge you, I promise. This person who just donated a $5 to me, I am very grateful, and I will pop up. Who is it? Polish Phoenix? Przepraszam. Is that thank you? No, dziękuję. Dziękuję. Sorry, my Polish is really bad, but I very much appreciate you. Dziękuję. And jak się masz? Cześć, jak się masz? Jak się masz? I haven't spoken Polish in a long time. I used to work with a lot of Polish folks, and I started kickboxing with them, and we started like a training regime where I would train martial arts with them. But because there was 5 Polish guys and only 1 of me, it made sense for them to speak Polish to each other rather than all having to speak English to accommodate me, because I was just a tag along. I just wanted to be there and train with these guys. So yeah, I learned to speak a little bit of Polish just so that I could understand what was being said, so I didn't feel like a total outcast. Oh my days, we got it. We got it. Oh, that was fast. Bro, we've only been up for half an hour. Thank you guys so much. Gemini, I solved who the dummy is. Who is the dummy, Asher? Tell us. Explain yourself. Explain. You're questionable. Did you see the theory I sent you? I might have done, Asher. I might have done, but I'm not sure which one it is, because I often read these theories. I read all of my comments, don't get me wrong, but I hardly ever remember who sent them to me. But if you remind me of what it was, I'll see if I remember. The man in the purple suit is indeed a baddie. If you know what I'm saying.
I thought there was going to be a monkey and a lion or an animal in the chat. There could still be animals of some description, but so far the only animals we've really seen in the nowhere are birds. On the beetles, I suppose the beetles count now. But we've only really seen birds, haven't we? Like seagulls and crows and things like that. How many chapters do you think there's going to be? I think there's going to be probably 6. I think there's going to be... I don't know why I'm feeling the number 6. Switch to iPad. My PC decided to start. I hope your PC's okay. That sucks. I think the Sounds of Nightmares had slight inspiration from the Greek legend of the river Styx and Charon, the ferryman. Yeah, absolutely, because it is implied that the ferryman is a psychopomp, which is a guardian for spirits. So think Grim Reaper. Or Anubis from Egyptian mythology, and indeed Charon from Greek mythology. He was literally the ferryman. So what you would have to do is, if you wanted to, if you, what the ancient Greeks believed is that when you die, your spirit goes to the underworld, but you get to the river Styx, which is full of like souls, and they'll like pull you down to Hades, and you'll suffer there for eternity, unless you can pay the ferryman to ferry you across the river Styx to the afterlife. But yeah, and there's definitely some roots in that. Even if it's not strictly that, there is definitely something that's been inspired in there, I think. I absolutely agree with you there, Treg. Maybe not a demo, but a walkthrough video from the carnival, maybe 50 minutes. That would be awesome, because I think everyone, well, I know everyone is absolutely stoked for the carnival level, because I put out a poll recently asking what you guys are the most excited to see. And I give you a bunch of areas, you know, the Candy Factory, the Necropolis, the Carnival. That poll got like the better part of 600 votes, and they were all on the Carnival. Oh my days, everyone, a moment of respect for the man himself, just jawed as graced us with his presence. Just jawed, the man who inspired me to do this in the first place is in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, and he's a member at that as well. Thank you so much, Jord. I really appreciate you, my brother. Ah, what a blessing to have you in chat, my man. I really appreciate you. Please don't find me ignorant if I'm taking forever to get your comment, Jord. I'm doing my best to keep up, and as you can see, I'm considerably outnumbered. But I also want to respect everybody in the chat and read their comments as best I can keep up while I'm still able. So please don't think me ignorant of your presence. I know you wouldn't either. Like, please don't get the wrong impression of Jord either. Jord doesn't care. Jord does not give a... He's probably sitting there like, oh, shut up, Jem, just get on with it. You're fine. You're alright. He's so down to earth and chill. It's all good. But yeah, let's have some W's in the chat for Jord, guys. Throw me some eyeballs in there. Let's have some respect for the man himself. The new Little Nightmares server be making fun of Little Nightmares community's crazy stuff, and one of your thumbnails showed up. Is that right? Were they laughing at me a bit? Were they laughing at my thumbnail? Oh, how dare they? Who was making fun of my thumbnail? Oh, who wants it? Maybe I'd want some fighting? Boy show. Really hoping for the trailer release date and pre-orders. Did you see the new screenshot on the official Bandai website? I think you can only see it on your phone though. Potentially, I might have seen it because I did see something crop up the other day, but I could only find it on the phone, so you might have just hit the nail on the head there, Ghoul. It might be, that might be why, because my instinct is to come to the big PC, because this PC is my desk, this is where I work. So it's not just my streaming area, I work from this desk. I purchase things on this desk, I have interviews on this desk, I conduct my research from this desk. I don't often use the phone. The phone is just sort of like a backup, usually for communication, and I'm not very good at communication, as a lot of you guys who've got me on Discord will be aware of. I don't talk to anyone. It's hard. There's too many. I often get so many messages, which is lovely, but if I leave Discord on the phone, it just doesn't stop. It's just constantly. So it's impossible to keep up with. Let me just read Mr. Tibbs. Mr. Tibbs says, so my theory is Law is 6. No, Law isn't 6. You mean alone. I know you mean alone. But Law is 6 is also the lady. I think Law's anklet will break and the nowhere will start to corrupt her and she will turn into 6. Now, I'm going to explain what Mr. Tibbs has just said, because bear in mind, Mr. Tibbs... Mr. Tibbs only played the game for the first time the other day under pressure from the community. He's normally a Resident Evil player, an expert Resident Evil player, mind. He's one of the best in the world. But I challenged myself, as you guys will have seen, to do a collaboration with the Notorious Base, who is another world-class Resident Evil player, to see if I could join Team Hitless and play like a portion of the game without getting hit. And I was successful, and it was great. So then I dropped a little message to Mr. Tibbs, and I said, right, I've done Resident Evil. I stepped into your world. Now step into mine. I dare you. Sink into these tideless waters. And he did. And he loved it. Oh, John with a dono as well. John distracted me from the chat. Thank you so much. Ah, Big John in the building. Let's get some W's in the chat for Big John. Let's go. Oh, guys, I'm so far behind on chat. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Puppy, how are you doing, Puppy? What's up, Sire? I'm just going to say hi to some of these guys as I scroll down because I really want to catch up. Polish Gemini. Ciao byś na kawę po pracy. My favourite Polish term is boy się, because that's what they used to say to me. It means, are you scared? Boy się. So, like, bear in mind, the Polish guys I know were all, like, military, and they were professional fighters as well. They've all fought for the country and everything. So these guys are armed to the teeth, and they were solid. So they would say, you know, you want some fighting? You want sparring? And I'm like, yeah, I'll fight. And there was this one guy there, Bartosz. He was an incredible fighter, and nobody wanted to spar with him because he was so hard. And he just used to murder everybody. He was, like, practically impossible to beat because he was, like, an actual, like, title fighter and everything. But I used to spar with him and I'd enjoy it, but he'd always batter me. And halfway through the sparring session, I'd start to feel pain. You know, he'd start to, like, you know, eventually he'd hit my arms so hard that my guard would drop, and I'd feel like he was going to break my arms. So I'd start backing away, and I'd back away and he'd go, boy, Sham, like, are you scared? Are you scared, boy, Sham? So I used to say it back to him. He was never scared of me, though. Oh. It still blows my mind that It's Just Jord is a member of my channel, because the dude inspired me to be here. I have 50 plus people in the chat at the moment, and the majority of them really enjoy what I do. And a lot of them don't even realise that Jord inspired me to do this. Like, I was just playing games. Like, YouTube was just a bit of fun. I never expected it to get to this point. It was just so fun, you know. It was just so wholesome and so chill, and I really liked it. And I always thought, I remember having a conversation with my best friend in real life, and I just said, look, if I get like 20 subscribers, I'll be happy, because all I want is like a little community of people that appreciate me, that I can feel comfortable with but not close to. Because I'm a very arm's length kind of person. Like, you can be friends with, like, Mr. Tibbs. Mr. Tibbs has been friends with me for half a decade, and I've never met the man. Literally, we've never met in person. But I hold him very dearly. I think very fondly of him and his family. So, yeah, with me being such an arm's length person, all I wanted out of YouTube was like a positive community that appreciated what I do. And I have that. But look how many of you there are. And all of that was off the back of the inspiration that I garnered from Just Jord. So, Jord, my brother, thank you so much. Like, it really is, like, it really is something. And I know what you like, and I know you're just like, shut up, champ. Shut up, you're embarrassing me. But the fact that you're here and you've supported me on this level is absolutely wild to me. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's up, Bill Cipher? Bill Cipher animates. Hey, you an animator, Bill Cipher? I didn't know that. Joe, can you show us a picture of the man in the suit and the dummy? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I have to, because we've hit a target that I am going to have to cancel off in a sec. 1 second, let me just do this, actually. So, first of all, I said, if we hit 10 super chats today, I will reveal a secret OC character from my Little Nightmares original comic. And I got the final designs for this character sorted just recently, and I'm very excited to share it with you all. And I'm going to bring it up very, very shortly. I'm just going to start a new goal, rejigger this, scroll down in the chat so that I can say hi to everybody and give a little bit of appreciation. And then I will change my camera to the small camera and hit up my desktop so that you guys can actually see this character and what I'm talking about. And then we can do some more speculation on what's going to be revealed tomorrow. George, you've got to be on the edge of your seat, right? Like, you've got to be absolutely blown away by that. Let me just set this up real quick. So we'll go another 10 super chats, all the colours, because I don't care. We'll set the timer for 3 hours, and I have no idea what to offer. I'll do... hang on. I don't know. I'll do a backflip. There you go. Put some emojis on it as well, because emphasis. There you go. There you go. New goal. That's a new goal. I can't believe we hit that one straight away as well. Also, 10 is the most we've ever had in a live stream. So this, at the moment, is breaking record. This is literally a record-breaking live stream for me at the moment, because it's got the most of you in chat there has ever been, and it's also got the most donations in a single live stream that I've ever had as well, I believe. So that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, there's a moose from the hunter's cabin, and oh yeah, you're right, Artbox, you are right, there are other animals in the nowhere. And rats, idiotic bookworm. Yep, very, very well done. Good observation, you are correct. Alright, Jordan's people freaking out because Jordan's in the chat, and I don't blame him. I'm doing the exact same thing. I didn't even love heart it. Go on, Jord. Here you go, King. Wishing you all the best. Thank you, George. Oh, hit me in the feels. Thank you so much, Jord. Massive W's in the chat for It's Just Jord. What a freaking legend. I don't want to swear. But yeah, I've also missed a couple on here as well. Let me just go through. Polish Phoenix, I didn't get yours either. Polish Phoenix, thank you so much for your donation. I really, really appreciate you. I will get a birthday, Fredo. I will. I'll eat it and I'll think of you. I'll think of Alison, stop! Look at this woman still going. You're the reason, Alison, it's your fault. It's your fault we keep jumping the gun because you're just, I'm not going to tell you to stop, but mine is. Stop corrupting my system. What do you want to see tomorrow, Gemini? I want to see I want to see a demo. I want to see a demo, George. That would be the most exciting thing for me, because that is something for not only us to deep dive into, but it's something that we can be excited about together. It's something that we can, like, I don't know how they would do a demo. I mean, I do, but I know there's a lot of emphasis on co-op, or on co-op play. So I am curious. I think they'll just like make you do an AI, because I don't think the demo is going to be multiplayer unless they do decide to give us an idea of that by making the demo co-op, and that's what's caused it so long, because of the complications that come with giving us a co-op demo. But I can't see that being the case. I think if they do give us a demo, it will be strictly with an AI companion, the same as Little Nightmares 2 was. I honestly, Jord, I'll be happy with anything. I will be happy with literally anything they give us. I do not care. As I was saying earlier on before you got here, I was expressing my interest earlier on. I'd be happy if we got a tweet. Like, if they give us a tweet and it just said, like, it had some kind of reveal, you know, like a Who's That Pokemon style silhouette of one of the new residents that we're to discover, and it's like the puppet or the ventriloquist or the supervisor or something. Yeah, I'd have been happy with that. So the fact that we're getting an entire showcase is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Super, super excited for whatever they have in store, and we just know it's going to be good. I expect there'll be a release date. I expect there will be some more information regarding the Descent into Nowhere, and potentially even the Little Nightmares novels as well that were advertised for sale recently. Not recently, but you know what I mean, in recent times. Loads of different sticks are just not true. The wrench alone is holding maybe 6. Big Jord. Yeah, Big Jord has spoken. Dang, Jord flexing on it. Yeah, Jord gets the big gold dono sign as well. Look at Jord. Jord be flexing on us. There's every right to as well. Somebody said the other day, because a lot of people know that I can fight now, and they've seen, like, you know, that's like people have found footage online of me fighting, and they're just like, oh my god, yeah, who's gonna win? They should do a creator clash and make Gemini fight Jord. It's like, no, Jord would kill me with his beard alone. I'd go up to Jord, and Jord's fist would just come out of the beard and uppercut me to the moon. That's what would happen if I fought Jord. So couldn't do a super chat, but I bank transferred a $5 from both. Oh, Mr. Tibbs, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Mr. Tibbs actually has my bank details. This is what I mean. This is how close I am to Mr. Tibbs. A man I've known for half a decade. He has my bank details, and I've never met the man. This is what I mean when I tell people I'm arm's length kind of person. A lot of people will reach out to me and they will ask if I will meet them or call them or, you know, interact with them in some way. And I'm really grateful for that because I love that you guys are so enthusiastic about me and like me so much that you want to reach out and be closer and communicate with me, and it's very wholesome. But I am extremely solitary. Like I say, I wasn't exaggerating earlier when I said I'm allergic to everything out there. I don't socialize if I can help it, and even the people I am closest to, I intentionally distance myself from because I don't feel like I'm an easy person to get on with. I'm quite difficult, and it might be hard to believe because I'm so communicative and social in chat. But that's because I do this once a month with the intention of communicating the fact that I care about you guys and I value you all as my community, and that I might not get to respond to every message, but it's look how many there are. And this for me is every day. This is Discord to me. This is what Discord looks like on a daily basis for me. So with it constantly blowing up, it's really hard for me to, because I only use Discord as like an advertising platform, just to tell people, hey, put out a new video. What do you think of this theory? You know, so it gives people a chance to step in and check it out. But yeah, very, very arm's length kind of person. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I really, really do. I just intentionally don't get close to anyone for personal reasons. And I'm sure you guys all understand. Detective Fallen's in the chat. We got another hyper member as well. Detective Fallen has been a member of this community, and my community personally. Before Little Nightmares, Detective Fallen has been supporting me on this level for over a year. An overwhelmed gem. Love it. Sending out love, brother. Nice to catch you live. It's nice to see you catching me live as well, Detective, because that's a rarity in itself. And I love that you don't let that colour the fact that you still come in and support me. Boyshem, yeah, exactly. Boyshem. Another Polish word that I like is pająk, which means spider. Because to write the word pająk, you spell it like an English person would read it as pajak, P-A-J-A-K. But the J has got like there's, so you see, a lot of Polish letters have accents on them that mean you pronounce them differently. So their alphabet is a little bit longer than ours, and an English person who doesn't recognise that would just read it as pajak. So I showed the word to my brother once, and I said, "What does this mean?" I was showing him Polish words that I'd learned, like pająk, which is spider, or wąż, which means snake, and stuff like that, and just seeing if he could read them, and he couldn't, and it was funny because we're British and uncultured. Do you think it's going to be $30 or $40? I think closer to 40, maybe even 50. Maybe even 50. But I only say that because I came across Mario Kart the other day and it's $80. Like, Mario Kart is $80. So the prices of games recently has been absolutely overwhelming. So I would hazard a guess that it's going to be around 50, especially if they offer us like a complete edition. Or not an enhanced edition, but you know how, excuse me, you know how you get like a collector's edition, like this for instance. So I have Little Nightmares. This was actually a gift for me from the wonderful Notorious Bass, who's in the chat at the moment. He might not be active because he's currently at work, but this was a gift for me bought by the Notorious Bass, and this is a collector's edition as well. And it came with a whole bunch of stuff. And if they bring out one of these, I dare say that it will be more expensive, and that'll obviously be the one that I buy. Which is going to be all the more easier now, thanks to you guys. I appreciate you all very much. Especially considering I have to buy like 4 of them, because I held competitions earlier in the year where I was doing giveaways. for people. So I would do like a prize draw on special occasions like Valentine's Day and Christmas and things like that, and where I'll give away copies of the game. And those people are still owed their copies of the game. They just can't have it until it's released. And upon its release, I'm going to have to buy 4 of them. So I have money set aside for that specifically, but it sure as heck hurts when my rent comes in and I'm like, it's so much money, and then I've got a big stack of money put to one side, but I'm like, no, that's for the viewers, that's for them. Because obviously as soon as it's released, I'll be buying those and getting them shipped out. Sorry, I've fallen behind again. Yes, so hyped for Tomorrow Go, absolutely hyped. Do you think there'll be a friend pass for the game? Potentially, Treg. There potentially will. It's big. Steph, you actually got the reference as well. Steph, who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's the supervisor! Fuck! Oh, what if Otto is the villain? Otto is a villain. He might not be the villain, but he's absolutely a villain. Clamori, speaking of the winners in the chat. What's up, Clamori? How you doing? It's great to see you. George says, we're so starved for content. I made a video on the showcase image. All right. Like, this entire live stream is dedicated to the speculation of what could be. That's how little we have, right? It's so meta that we are making literal theory videos about what could be revealed in the things that there could be. It's like how did we're starving. We're so thirsty. We're so thirsty. We're so thirsty. Bandai, help us. 6. I'm so hungry. Okay, how hungry? I can imagine. How hungry? Like backing up like she's gonna burst into flame. Jesus Christ, that's a cursed image. Well, what, my face? I know that's the only image you guys can see at the moment. New idea for Jord's monster, Little Nightmares OC. Has a hand in his beak. Yeah, absolutely, right? If you guys were to draw just Jord as a resident in Little Nightmares, if a resident of the Nowhere, you should draw him with a hand as his beard. And it just sits there all the time like this. All the time. Until he gets mad. Or until you like cross his domain, or you interrupt his stream or something, or you cause him to die in Little Nightmares, and then the hand comes out like the teacher's neck and that's it, Jord. I like how the chat here is weaponizing your beard. I'm arm's length too, but I do want to be closer. Hey, don't worry. A lot of people do. A lot of that's the thing. A lot of people don't really understand the way I work because I'm an arm's length kind of person. I like to be distant. I like my own company. This is the thing. Because of my condition, I don't get lonely. Ever. Like, I literally don't know what it feels like. And it's both a blessing and a curse because it means I don't have relationships. Like, I don't get close to people. I don't yearn for companionship or need to be around someone or surround myself with friends or have a relationship or anything because I just don't get lonely. I don't feel it. I'm never more comfortable and at peace than when I am completely alone. Which is why live streams are such a rare occurrence for me. And that's not to say I hate you guys. All of you disappear. You make me uncomfortable. No. Being surrounded by people in real life like this is fine because I know at any point if I feel uncomfortable, I just turn the stream off and I'm alone again and I'm safe and I'm comfortable and I'm happy and it's fine. But I'm not uncomfortable because I feel like all of you guys bring value to me, to my content, to what I do, and I appreciate you all. But if you were all in my house, eating my food and breathing my air, I would feel considerably less comfortable with you all. That's not to say you're not appreciated, just everyone needs space. Me, I need a bit more space than the average dude. Skeleton Cleek, what's up? I haven't seen you for a while. Chat, summon Barbara. Barbara! Oh no, don't. You'll set Jord off. Barbara! 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 You're burning the sausages, Barbara. Can she have wafer-thin ham, Barbara? Maybe I'm delusional, but I hope Little Nightmares 3 comes out in August. I'll keep dreaming. Hey, we don't know, Cleek. We don't know. We're not sure of anything yet. Nothing has been confirmed. It will be tomorrow, though. It will be tomorrow, and we'll know. We'll all know. Barbara didn't show Little Nightmares 3. Gotta go, Jem. It was really fun spending time with you all I could. Really appreciate you, Kippy. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. You've brought some gold to the chat today, and it's been so nice to have you. It's so nice to have all of you. Don't ever worry. If you guys have to dip, I totally understand. It's fine. I'm still going to be here for a little while. I've probably got another hour or so left in me, and we've still got stuff to discuss as well. That I remember I owe you guys. Don't worry. I'm going to reveal that character. But yeah, I've grown up in England for most of my life, so Polish spelling is confusing. You know, it's funny because my friend Gabriel is a Polish guy, but he speaks fluent English, and because he lives in England, he speaks Polish more than he speaks English more than he speaks Polish. So when I ask him, hey, how do you say this in Polish? He takes a minute to sort of think about it. And he said to me one day, he was like, because I complained about how complicated it is to speak Polish, and he said, you think it's hard for you? Think about what it's like for me. I have to think it in English, then translate it to Polish, and then translate it to English, and then speak it to you. So he has to go through like three times the difficulty. I have a lot of respect for people who are bilingual or multilingual, because it's something that I find very, very difficult to keep up with. Barbara, you see, you've triggered Jord. You've set him off now. Look what you've done. That's it. After seeing how Polish words are spelled and pronounced, it's no wonder 84% of the Polish population is depressed. God damn, Alex. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, most of the Polish people I know are really, they're really happy. I'm saying that most of the Polish people I know live in England. Saying that, it wouldn't surprise me if they wanted to go back to the state of England at the moment. It is a pit over here. Oh, thank you, Clamori. I really appreciate the happy birthday. Golly, no worries, crazy YouTuber. Totally appreciate you being here while you could. If things didn't change your devs, and you said your friends do not have to own the game for them to play. Yeah, that's right, they did say that. They did say that you can have a friend pass, so like if you own the game, you can like send a link to a friend of yours, like through Steam or PlayStation Store or something like that, or Xbox Live, and they can connect and they can still play the game. I think they'll still have to go through like an installation process of some description. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. Is Barbara a cult now? Well, we are a cult in ourselves anyway. That's what the eyeball's all about. I mean, you guys know, and if you know, you know. But but I'll leave it there. I'm saying nothing. The cult of Barbara. Barbara, Little Nightmares 3 Reddit is going insane. I've seen an animation of the thin man doing the blue shirt guy dance. Oh, we've seen it all now, sire. Barbara will soon be banned in the world of T-chat. Yeah, honestly, that I'll blacklist that word. Have my mods banning anybody. Oh my god, the mods are gonna ban Just Jord. Oscar, what's up? How you doing? Gem, I'm behind you. Oh, I know. Just imagine the showcase got cancelled. Don't say that. Don't jinx it. God damn it. Happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you so much, Mal. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Tiny, hi, sorry I'm late. How's your birthday been? My birthday's been fantastic, Tiny. It's been an absolutely wonderful day, and it's got all the more better considering that I am vastly outnumbered by how many of you guys showed up to spend your Monday evening with me. Very, very much appreciate you all. Faceless Art and Skills. Sorry I haven't repeat my message, but I want to say sorry for being late at the stream. I'll say, hey, don't you worry about it, Faceless. You're absolutely fine. I'm just really grateful to see you here. It's always good to have you in the chat. Gemini, do you think Law has something to do with the North Wind because of the Crow mask? And it's both. Yeah, now, I think that there might be some connection to Law because obviously the majority of what we've seen in the comics that we've covered already, and I covered this in a theory video actually once, you might have seen it, is Law is really well affiliated with crows, and in the Necropolis section where we see heavy winds blowing, we see a similar colour palette to the area where we see the North Wind going after the boy and the girl, the refugee boy, and the girl that turns out to be the ferryman, spoiler alert, lol. But also we see a lot of crow, or at least bird, skeletons in the Necropolis, and they're easy to miss. It's not just Law's mask. We also see the umbrellas they use, they're made of feathers, and you see at one point in the demo, in the gameplay demo, where Lo and Alone are climbing up a ladder and there's bags and they're absolutely full to the brim with raven skeletons. So yeah, and the only other time we remember seeing raven skeletons in a like orange-hued sandy environment with heavy wind is in that comic back there with the North Wind. So yeah, there could absolutely be a connection. I don't know if that's a red herring to throw us off the whole Mirror Man thing, but it would stand to reason, especially considering we think the Mirror Man is going to be in this and he originated in those comics. So there's no reason why the North Wind couldn't still make a surprise appearance. Jord, how cool would that be if we finally got the North Wind? That would be dope. What do you guys think? Like, if you guys could pick someone... In fact, I'm gonna actually end this poll up here because I think it might be broken anyway. I'm going to end that poll, but I'm going to start a new one because I'm just going to take a very, very quick break while I change things up. Oh, see you later, Skeleton Cleek. I appreciate you being in while you could. Cult, yes, absolutely, cult. Let me get some eyeballs in the chat for our cult, and I'm just going to start another poll real quick. Who would you like to see make an appearance in Little Nightmares 3? And the options are going to be the Ferryman, the North Wind. Now, I know this one is pretty much already confirmed, but I'm trying to think of characters that we've only seen in the comics. And I'm going to add this last one. I'm just going to call her the Chain Lady, because Sounds of Nightmares, episode 1, had a lady in like a nun's dress. She was the keeper, wasn't she? Like the keeper of the stone giant that Noon referred to her as. I don't know her like actual name, but I think she was like a clock tower keeper of some description. She had like a long nun's dress with a face that looked simultaneously young and old, and she had chains coming out from under the dress. Well, we see a character that looks an awful lot like that in the clips we've seen of the Descent to Nowhere comic, like the little teaser that they gave us where they show us the silent girl and she's navigating an environment and then she hears a noise and she sees this thing pop up. It's like, oh my days, it's the Chain Lady. But yeah, out of all these options, what would you guys like to see the most? I think there's some pretty cool options there. And now I know the Mirror Man is practically confirmed anyway, but I wanted to put an option up there just in case, because some people love him more than anything else. Also, 117 votes on that last one, and the majority, like over 54%, all you're concerned about is the release date. That's all you want, and that makes sense. I was more for anything. Like, I literally don't care. Just feed me, give me something. But yeah. Hey, no worry, Lex. I appreciate you stepping in and saying hello to us. Thank you so much for your kind donations and wishing me a happy birthday and everything as well. Give me Fairy Daddy. Oh my days, John. Crocklave, yo, what's up? How you doing? All right then, guys. So, wait, sorry, correct. Autocorrect. Yeah, sure. We believe you, John. We believe you. You don't have to justify yourself. You're among friends. All right then, guys. I'm just going to cut to an ad real quick, and then I'm going to change up my camera, and then I'm going to share the character, my OC character that I promised I would reveal to you guys on this for the moment. But give me just a minute. I'm going to pop to an ad break. I'm going to run to the bathroom, and I shall return shortly. Cast your votes, and I'll read them when I get back. Also, hi, Katsy. I do see you there. I'm just cutting to an ad break real quick, but I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Be right back. There we go. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I just had a couple of technical difficulties to iron out because I didn't want to leave you with no music in the background. So I had to rejigger my OBS a little bit. But a couple of things that I have to share with you guys. And first, actually, I'm just going to go back to chat real quick. Dark Jaw joined the chat. Oh my days. Dark Jaw, yeah. So we got Big Jawed. Like Big Gem isn't as big as Big Jawed. Like Big Jawed is Big Jawed. But you currently have Little Gem. So little Gemini up in the corner here. But look at this. How cool is this thing? Look at this. I want to buy this. I want somebody with creative talents to make one of these for me. I wanna 3D print this thing. Look how dope this is. Yeah, right? Ah, Rowdy Rex, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for the happy birthday. I really appreciate it. Rexo and Co, hello there. Some more familiar faces stopping in to see us. Hello, Nick. How you doing? Hey, Catsy. How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Little playhouse. Yeah, honestly, right? Yeah, let's start bidding. I'll start the bidding at $1,000. I'd pay it too. You know, it's like, not that I have $1,000, but if I could get remotely close, like I would save up. I'd take out a loan. I'd sell my shoes. It's awesome. How cool is this thing? My brother makes fun of me for being so giddy about it, but that's just because he's a sore loser. Or because he's a loser. Anyways, I'm forcing him to play it with me on my second... Yeah, absolutely. You totally should as well, because Mr. Tibbs, who was in the chat earlier on, he was skeptical because, like I say, he's a horror fan, but he mostly plays old school, like Resident Evil and Silent Hill and Fatal Frame and games like that. So when I showed him Little Nightmares with its like cutesy art style and its cat and mouse nature and its dollhouse perspective, he was a little bit skeptical, and then he played it because we pressured him to do so, because he put up a poll on his channel. He said, what do you want to see me play? And I was like, everyone go vote Little Nightmares, and it did. So he had to play it and he really enjoyed it. So he had a really good time with it. Now I'm absolutely buzzing. Fun fact, this was how Little Nightmares was originally going to be, and the dolly camera would focus more on rooms. I think they redid this on the menu scenes and that. They did actually, George. Yeah, you're right, because if you guys think about this, George's absolutely right. If you go to the chapter select screen and you pick an area where you want to pick up from, this is the layout, isn't it? This is like, you know, that dollhouse perspective, but it gives you a full focal point on the room. That is absolutely dope. Really good observation. Well done, Jord. Not that I'd expect any less from the guy, but yeah, absolutely, that's brilliant. How cool is that? And there's just so much to this thing as well. Like, it's so detailed. You look at all these bits. I'm scared to click because I'll lose chat. Yeah, there it goes. But look, all the details, all of the books, the lady, the granny down here. We got the runaway kid with his flashlight. The chefs up here in the kitchen doing their thing. The viewers up in the Pale City all watching TV, because why wouldn't they? We got 6, which is the same 6. Well, it's very similar to the 6 that I've got in there on the display, as you can see on my lovely shelf back there. Got Mono sitting on the TV. The Hunter up here. This is funny as well, because we don't see the Hunter from this perspective when he's doing this in that room. But that's really interesting, isn't it? And then we got Thin Man in this peculiar looking room, but it looks awesome. I wonder what these pictures are of. Probably 6. Kind of looks like 6, but maybe that's pareidolia. I'm not sure. And then the guests area down here. That's extremely intricate. It looks like it's like almost Play-Doh modelled. That's so cool. And the environment itself is just dope as well, because even all of this, for as cool as all of this is, it takes place in another backdrop that's got its own little bonuses. Look, we've got a bear trap, and we've got some spider webs. We've got a little ducky there. This key. Also, I wonder what's in this bottle. What do you guys suspect is in the bottle? That's very, very curious indeed. But yeah. Mannequin in there as well, and then a lamp which just adds a really nice layer of ambience. Give me 2 seconds, I've lost my chat. I'm just going to bring it back super quick. Oh my good lord, Catsy, what are you doing to me? Jesus wept. Oh my days! You're trying to break me up on the internet. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? Oh my god! Catsy, I don't have words. I have no words. I'm not even going to pretend to. Let me get some W's in the chat. In fact, let me get some eyeballs in the chat, and let me get some cats in the chat as well. Thank you so much, Catsy. That is absolutely overwhelming. God, I'm going to close the chat more often if that keeps happening. Jesus. Oh, what a bonus. Thank you. Oh, what a W. Thank you so much. You really didn't have to do that. That's above and beyond. I consider that really extreme. Let me read this real quick. Sorry. Forgive me. Don't compose myself a minute and be like, I'm a man. Happy birthday, sweetheart. You deserve something awesome for everything you do. 20's for your mum, but the rest is yours. Buy yourself some well-deserved mint arrow or anything. I will buy a mint arrow. I actually have an arrow. I have an arrow as well. I bought it for my cheat day because today is cheat day. My mum will really appreciate that. I think my mum is watching the stream. Just in case you guys wanted to say hi. She can't type. At least not very much, and if she does, it'll like she'll probably like type a waving hand and a smiley face or something, and that'll take her 3/4 of an hour. She's not like tech focused like I am. Normally she'll just say, fix this for me, and I'll get it done. But yeah, massive W's in the chat. Look, we got some eyeballs and some kitties in the chat for you as well. Catsy, that is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed, and there's never a good way to show my gratitude when somebody does something like this for me. So I tend to ramble, and then I get miles behind on chat as well. So please don't find me ungrateful when I move on. But it like that number is so big that it doesn't, like, to me that registers very, very heavily indeed. Thank you. So especially considering some of that's for my mum as well, because she will know. She will know. I guarantee you she'll know. Massive W, Catsy. Thank you so much. Let me just scroll. Billy Bob, hey, how are you doing, man? How are you? I'm really glad to see you. I hope you're doing okay. You've caught me in a predicament right here. I'm in the moment. Yes, unrelated, but do you guys think the Descent to Nowhere comic is going to have the children actually speak to each other like in the 2017 one, or is that only for the detective segment? Well, I think that we could get some dialogue, but I think like the original comics, I think it'll be very, very limited. Also, a lot of you guys will know this, and I think Jord can confirm as well, but once upon a time, I remember happening across a tweet from Little Nightmares on Twitter, or X, or whatever it is we're calling it now, and it was from the developers of Little Nightmares, and they said that the kids in the comics are considered unreliable narrators, which means you can't trust their stories. But and a lot of people took that as it's not canon. And I'm not sure if that's true or not anymore. It's sort of all up in the air, especially considering like it might be retconned, because especially if we're getting the Mirror Man, I think Little Nightmares 3 is going to answer a lot of these questions and speculations that we have. But it's curious, isn't it? And it does make you think of the direction the Descent to Nowhere will take. I think that it could be very similar to that kind of layout, where there will be some dialogue, but only where it's absolutely necessary, only as a means to come from like the narrator, and the narrator might very well be the detective herself, so it could go either way with that. But a really good thing to think about, actually. Roger's missing. Yeah, there's a couple of them missing. Well, actually no, there isn't, because I thought the teacher was missing, but she's not. She's right there. Look. But yeah, you're right. Hey, justice for Roger! I demand that somebody remake this and put Roger in it. It would be cool if he was here. Like, if his arms, like, he was peeking over the top and his arms were, like, wrapping around it. Like that, giving it a big hug. I think it was modelled in Blender, Tiny. I'm pretty sure this is a Blender model. An expertly crafted one, mind you. But, yeah, I don't think this really exists. Although, I wish it did. Yeah, massive W's. A lot of W's for Kit Kat in here. Yeah, Kit Kat even beat Jordan in a donation game. And again, like, please, it's not a competition. It's not. But yeah, Catsy, that's, yeah. Yeah, you're winning. I mean, as is evident by the fact that your donor is still there. Because these are on a timer, you see, guys. When people do donation, for those of you guys that aren't YouTubers, when you get donations during a live stream, it pops up here, but they fade over time. And the bigger your donor, the longer it lasts as a highlight up there. Huge W's. I like how I just scrolled through a bunch of W's. Oh, hearts in the chat for my mama. Oh, hello, Jem's mum. Hi, mum. Yeah, my community is saying hello, and they send you lots of love, and they thank you for birthing me. Yeah, mum, this is your fault, ma. You did this. Take some responsibility, mother. Hello, Mama Gem. It's nice to virtually meet you. You're an awesome inspiration to us all. Much love. Much love for my mum. Thank you. Thank you all for the kind words you say about my mum. She does see these. She sees these messages because I read them to her. Like, even when she doesn't get to tune into the live streams, I read them to. I'll take them and I'll show her the phone, and I'll go through the chat and I'll be like, look, this one was for you and this one was for, because I'll go around and I'll give her the money. You see, so when you guys make your donations and I say that for my mum, I go and I give her the cash. So when YouTube pay me, I go to see my mum, I give her the money, and I say, and she'll get really defensive. No, you don't have to do that. I'm like, no, it's literally for you. It's for you from them. It shouldn't have come to me in the first place, but I have to be the middleman for it. So, like, take the money. This is where it came from. This is the wonderful things these kind people said about you. Please accept. And then she'll be like, oh, okay, thank you. Let's call her Gem Mother. Just call it Twitter. Nobody calls it X. Yeah, that's fair, puppy. That's fair. Hi, Mama Gem. GKS says hi as well. I wish I could give you more. You shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't. That's not what unreliable narrators means. Unreliable narrator is someone who's wrong and thinks they're right, or someone yeah. See, idiotic bookworm is actually right. So the stories from the kids' perspectives are true as far as they know, like as far as they can tell. So from the children's perspective, they're right. So like, for instance, if I'm walking at night and I see a black cat cross my path, you know, it could have been a trick of the light. It could have been a shadow, it could have been a bird passing overhead, but as far as I'm concerned, I saw a black cat. So if I go to my friend the next day and I'm like, I saw a black cat at 3 a.m, how bizarre, you know, the kind of, whatever. From my perspective, that's true. That's accurate. 100% that is what I saw. I know I saw it. But it might not be true. It might not be accurate. It could have been a trick of the light. It could have been a hallucination. I just could be completely mistaken, as could the children in the comics. Like, from their perspective, their stories make sense. Their stories are true to them, the way they tell them. So, like, you know, when a kid comes and tells you he's got an imaginary friend, and they know because they've seen him. They probably have, but in their own mind, they've made it make sense. And it wouldn't make sense to anybody else or anyone of logical perspective, or even someone else who was in the same room at the same time experiencing the same thing. But from the children's perspective, it's true. And that's, like, as Idiotic Bookworm explained, that is what makes them an unreliable narrator. Clamori, I wish I could talk more, but I'm busy editing something. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Clamori, and don't you worry about it. I just appreciate you being here in the first place. And yeah, if you're editing, you're at work. You're working, you're busy, you've got stuff to do. Justice for Roger! Yeah, exactly. I love how people get behind that. Hashtag justice for Roger. Justice for Pianosaurus. Yeah, something like that. It just means as a narrator in general. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Jord. Hey, oh my God, Just Jord said hello to my mum. Just Jord said hello to my mum. Massive. Hey, Jem's mum. Lots of love hearts for Jem's mum. I like how my mum gets as much love in these chats as I do. But she should get more. My mum deserves more. Gem mother. Get it? I get it. Hi, Gemini's mum. Roger, come to the function. You're missing out. Hi, Dark now. Yeah, so that I wanted to show you guys that, but also there's a couple of other things that I wanted to share with you guys, and one of them is my OC character. And I said if we get this goal to 10 So if we get 10 donations today, I will share with you guys an original character concept that's going to be one of the main characters in my upcoming Little Nightmares comic. And we did hit 10. We're actually at 12. This is a new one. So I am going to share that with you guys right now. Let me just... I'll have to lose chat for a second, though, so forgive me while I find this. There you go. So, for the first time ever revealed to the public, let me bring back my chat. Yes, Katsy, you already know. Katsy, you've already seen this one. This is Echo. And Echo is going to be one of the starring characters in my Little Nightmares comic pilot that's coming out this year with Any Joy. And this is the work in progress, so this is the WIP here, and then this is the final result, and this is the character as she will appear in the comics. What do you guys think? This is Echo. Alison, you were right. Trashy, happy birthday, man. Love the streams and theories. Thank you so much, Trashy. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being here and stopping in to see me on a Monday as well. I know I keep referencing the fact that it's Monday, like that's a surprise, but it's strange because I normally will stream on a weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday, intentionally, because according to the YouTube algorithm, that's when you guys are most active. I'm streaming today because it's my birthday today. I would have streamed on Saturday otherwise, but I wanted to do it today because, number one, it's my birthday, it's special to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And number two, we have something to discuss that's coming up tomorrow because the showcase is tomorrow. So I knew if there was going to be any hype, it was going to be today, and then it's going to be tomorrow. But I'm not going to be streaming the thing tomorrow. I'm not streaming the showcase. Jord is. And I'm going to be tuning into Jord's stream, and I hope to see all of you guys there. I'm going to be tuning into that because I know that Jord's reactions are going to be pretty much the same as mine. And Jord has a lot more reach within this community than I do. And I also kind of want to sit here and drink cola and enjoy my extended birthday treat by getting to not only watch a Just Jord stream, but also get the reveal of whatever they've got coming up for us in this Little Nightmare showcase. But I would absolutely love to know what you guys think of Echo, because this is my character concept right here, and she's one of technically 3. I mean, there's going to be monsters, don't get me wrong, there's going to be monsters, there's going to be environments, there's a lot of other stuff in the works at the moment, but none of them have complete designs, apart from one. But yeah, so I wanted to share this character with you guys. You're all going to get to see her, and learn a bit more about her character, her personality, maybe even how she got her name. Because, as you might have imagined, Echo isn't her real name. Much as I imagine Six and Low and Alone and Mono, that's not their real names either. Much like Noon's real name isn't Noon, but it is in Nowhere. Those of you guys that will have seen my pseudonym theory will have explained. What's the story behind her heart necklace? The heart necklace is representative of her trauma, because this character is in the Nowhere at a very young age. And there are a lot of telltale signs about why this character is there. You'll notice that the heart necklace is fractured. It's broken. This is a broken-hearted character. And that is a reflection of, and it symbolises the trauma that brought her here. This necklace and what it represents is the reason she's in the Nowhere. Make of that what you will. I might explain it someday in full, because all of the characters have stuff like this that will explain why they're, it'll explain, because I have a full-blown backstory for all of these characters, like how they got their names, their history, why they're there, how they got there, what each and every aspect of this character represents. But I think that a lot of the beauty in Little Nightmares as a franchise is what you don't reveal. I think that how you perceive this character is the most important thing. how you perceive this character and her interactions with other characters and her environment and everything that it represents. Because the idea is you're supposed to relate to this character. You're supposed to relate to all the characters. And if I come in here and tell you this is her story, this is her name, this is everything about her, X, Y, and Z, and I bullet point everything about her, she's no longer interesting, right? There's no longer mystery. But yeah, it might be stuff that I go on to reveal or at least hint to a little bit later in development or after I've produced the comic, and if it becomes like wildly successful. I'm not selling it, by the way. I can't. Like, I legally can't sell it. This is literally going to be made by fans for fans, and it's something that I'm going to distribute. I am going to make a couple of hard copies that I'm potentially going to sign if that's important to you for any reason, and I'm going to distribute to certain people. So I might make like 3 hard copies. I'll keep one and I'll do a giveaway where I give away the other 2 as like signed unique pieces. But I can't sell them, unfortunately. But it will be available to read online as just a like open publication, and I'll put it everywhere. I'll put it on Reddit, I'll put it on YouTube, I'll put it on Discord. Yeah, you guys will all have access to it, so you'll be able to read it page for page, but the hard copies will be something that I give away, and then I keep myself as well for propriety. Also, I've lost my chat. Can you see this? You guys can see this. You see? YouTube says no. Not enough memory to open this page. My PC has 64 gig of RAM. There is no reason that should be a thing. So forgive me while I just bring my chat back. Oh, my days! At least you guys can see the suffering that is my technical difficulties. Pop out chat. And move it here. Bring Echo back up. Because she's adorable. Incoming Gemini rage. I like how Puppy's sort of like already predicting me going off. Yeah, if it does it again, I'm just going to sonic boom the computer and everything goes to hell. I'm really glad that you guys like her design. I think she's going to die at some point and we're all going to cry, including me, because holy crap, that design's... She's so cute, right? She's absolutely adorable. And this character is actually based on somebody that I care very much about. Again, not going to go into it because it's a very personal story to me, and I don't want to reveal too much. I feel like what will help you guys connect to this character and the story in general is what you don't know, but what you think. I think it's more important to perceive this character and relate them to yourself, your trauma, your sadness, your joy, your feelings, your emotions, and then read into her connection, her appearance and her story as you will. The same way we do with Six and Mono, and as we're sure to do with our new beloved characters, Low and Alone. I'm hoping that you guys find a way to connect with this character. I think she's absolutely awesome, and I really think you're going to connect to it even more after you hear the story. Nix, please do. Please yap about your OC's law by all means, because that's all I'm doing. I actually never saw the need in doing it before. Is Echo blind just because of echolocation? No, Echo is not blind. I just felt the need to cover her face in some way, and I didn't want to put a mask on her because I think she's young and she's supposed to be very small. So I wanted it to be accentuated that she's got like cute chubby cheeks kind of thing. But also I didn't want to take away from the Little Nightmares aesthetic and just give her like a full face kind of thing. Because there will be other characters that have full faces, but most characters in the Nowhere hide their face. And again, I think that is to add to the ambiguity of these characters, and it makes them relatable. Because you relate to characters like Mono and Six and Low and Alone because you could be them, right? They don't speak any particular language. They don't communicate in anything. They don't speak Polish, they don't speak English, they just say, hi, hi. Like that, you know, they just make little sounds, and all of that stuff is ways for them to communicate without using words. So we can relate to that because it doesn't matter what language you speak, you understand what they're saying, right? You understand the level of communication, you understand the interactions, regardless of what language you speak. So you can relate to them regardless of where you're from. And also the fact that these characters' faces are often obscured means that you find it a lot easier as an individual and as a player who's in control of this character to relate to this person, because they don't have distinguishing features as such, because they're masked. So Mono, under that paper bag, he could look like anyone. He could look like me, he could look like you. Get it? You're supposed to relate to the character because of their ambiguity. So I didn't want to give too much. She needs some defining features because they'll add depth to her story. But as far as making the character relatable, I didn't want her facial features to be the main focus, because then that way you'll start looking for somebody, like you'll see her as not an extension of yourself, but as an individual completely separated from yourself. And if this is a character that you would imagine playing as in the game, then you would connect better with them. Anyway, sorry, I am miles behind on the chat, so I am sorry. Let me just catch up real quick. I have a lot of characters in lore. I'd love to hear about them, Six. Whoops, we disappeared. Yeah, exactly. Abracadabra. Hey, you forgot Alakazam. Incoming joke. Yeah, YouTube has something again. Yeah, I know. YouTube hates you. See, I like you guys. I'm fond of you guys. I want you guys in chat and communicating with me. And YouTube's just like, oh, it's your birthday. Bam. It cuts me off. Cutest character for Little Nightmares, always have a terrible fate. Yeah, give me a comic. Hey, Casual Hardcore Gamers, RJ from Casual Hardcore Gamers, a very dear friend of mine. And you could very well end up with a comic, but I also feel like it's only fair to give everybody a fair shot at getting the comics as well. So I'll probably do a giveaway of some description, and I'll just give everyone like one free entry and then pick a name out of the hat. So like anyone that attends the live. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Once I've got like hard copies of the comic and I have a full understanding of how it's going to work, I'll decide how many hard copies I'm going to give away, or how many I can afford to create, because they're expensive as hell. And then I'll let you decide whether or not you want them signed. And everyone who's in that live stream, like I'll advertise it for like weeks in advance so that everyone's got an opportunity, so it doesn't lose it or anything. But yeah, and I'll hold a live stream. I'll let everybody enter for free. Members will probably get more than one entry, just because I want to give something back to the members of the community, because it's because of them I was able to make the comics in the first place, so you've got to give them an advantage. And then I'll give them away. Bruh. Oh, I didn't even see what Alex said, but apparently it got a bruh out of Jord. I find it funny that Echo is an actual honest-to-God name in real life. Yeah. I also thought it was strange that Eevee is a real name in real life. My friend's daughter is called Eevee, and I think Eevee's a really nice name, but that's because I really like the Pokemon. Broadcaster law. It's very long. Nyx was locked in the radio tower by Six. I said the reason why she did. I'm trying to find Mono. Meanwhile, Six already dropped him. Okay. Sorry. Alex, what's going on here? I don't know what Alex said, and by the sounds of these reactions, I don't want to, so that's fine. I'm glad I missed that, whatever it was. Alex, don't worry about it. I didn't see it. The all-seeing eye was sleeping. The all-seeing eye blinked. Nyx, I will be reading this, by the way, and just skim reading so that I can give you like an overall diagnosis of what I think at the end. Give me one or I'm gonna beat you up. Sorry guys. So I won't be giving away 2 of these comics. I'll only be giving away 1 because I don't want to get beaten up by RJ. So he's going to have to get one, I'm afraid. So yeah, like, sorry guys. Somebody isn't going to get one because of RJ and his brash selfishness. I want to help with the art if that's okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Catsy. In fact, some of your artwork is already going to be featured in this comic, in the one that I'm making. That's actually why you know who this character is. Theory time. Skibidi Toilet is the mastermind behind everything in Little Nightmares. Confirmed. Billy Bob knows. Billy Bob's got it down. See, I don't even know why I do this job, because like Billy Bob's already got it sussed. This thing I mean about travels the radios. Nixon traveled through manipulators. I did make him based off the 1930s. Good choice. That time frame is accurate. I have to do my comic. It's 7 chapters. Dang. Super interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with Saya. Why don't you share your story on YouTube? You should do it. Like, I don't know if you want to read it or if you're an artist, you could draw it out. But it would be really cool to see. Don't want to know what Alex said because it was weird. Fair. Let's just say my sense of humour hasn't evolved past 3rd grade. Neither has mine. I just learned bigger words. That's right, don't make me give you a powerbomb through the table! Oh my god, he is broken in half! RJ playing with fire. Yes, straight up. You know, RJ's met me in real life, and RJ is actually an accomplished wrestler. Casual Hardcore Gamers is an accomplished wrestler, and he has met me in real life. He flew all the way from the United States, and he stayed here in my hellhole of a town, and he survived. So RJ is made of other shit. Her name is Evie, but it's pronounced Evie. Yeah, Evie. I get it. If there was a clown enemy in the carnival level, would you give us an idea of how you would picture the thing looking like? Oh, I expect if there was going to be a clown, he'd be kind of bandy. Like, I think he would have large, exaggerated limbs. So I think he'd have, like, long legs. I think he would be, the way I imagine him is, as tall as the Thin Man, but not as well decorated. So the Thin Man moves with an elegance, doesn't he? Sort of like slow, long, deliberate strides, and he just teleports. Like, he just flashes and blinks from place to place, and he's very smooth and classy in his movements that reflect his distinguished look with his suit and his tie and his hat. But a clown, I imagine, would be quite similar sized, but I think it would be awkward. Like, its back would be constantly hunched, like it's constantly in an exaggerated, sneaking, creeping mush. You know how you imagine a cartoon character sneaking past a sleeping dragon? You know, right? And I imagine, like, his feet would squeak on the tiles or something like that. Like, so I imagine he'd be quite big and bandy and hard to escape from, and his movements would be, like, really freakish and erratic. I feel like he'd be all over the place and quite unpredictable. So, like, you know, you climb through a tunnel or a drain pipe or a vent to escape from him, and he just sort of contorts his body into it and moves through it in a really obscure and bizarre way. I feel like that's how the clown would look. I think he would be conventionally funny, but I feel like he would have more of a downturned smile, so like a forced smile, like his face would be pinned into a permanent smile. So, like, for instance, he'd be smiling all the time, but he'd have like pins or like something, not so much so gross as nails, but something like pegs to hold his face in a permanent smile, but maybe have like a permanent frown or tears, so you can tell he's not actually happy, but he has to be, because he's a performer. This live is one of my favourites. Oh, I'm so glad, Saya. I'm really glad you could be here for it as well. It's one of my favourites as well, and it's arguably my most successful live ever, because we hit record figures today in several different departments. In fact, the only record that we haven't hit is these. You guys will be able to see on my screen at the moment, we have these little emojis. Do me a favour. Hit that party one as much as you can in the next 30 seconds, because I want to see what happens to my analytics afterwards. And also, if you haven't by any chance, please drop a like on this live stream, because it will really help boost me with the algorithm monster, and it's something that I want to try and hit as many targets as I can with this stream, because it'll make me feel really good. Validate me. Affirm me immediately. I call on the power of my cult. Obey. And you do. I love that, how they immediately start coming in. That's so cool. 30 seconds. Go, 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 go. Gemini is very bandy. Yeah, exactly right. That is an accurate descriptive term. The Little Nightmares animation I was going to make is going slow in production. I'm actually just a beginner. Hey, Treg, that's absolutely fine, because the thing, great things take time, as is evident by Little Nightmares 3 itself. The fact that we're not too upset about the fact that it is like a year overdue is the fact that we know that they're pouring their heart and soul into giving us a good product, and it'll be a good product because they're taking their time with it and they're pouring their soul into it, and they're making sure that what we get is lore accurate and is full of fan service, I'm sure, and is as close to the source material as we can get. It's going to be good because it takes a long time. If you're an animator and you rush through your animations, they won't be good and they'll never improve. I would recommend that you take your time and that you study and that you improve it in every way, because you're going to look back. This is when it counts. This is when it counts. Like when I started video editing, I watched it. It's funny, I had a conversation with Mr. Tibbs the other day that I watched the first video I ever made. I've never published it. I've never published it online. I did it as a test because I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't know how to do it. So I was like, right, well, first I've got to make a video, and then I've got to download editing software, and I've got to learn to use it. And I did. And I kept that video for posterity, just in case, so that I could do a video like my most recent one, where I felt like the edits were quite good by my standards today, and I could look back on the first video I ever made, like 5 years ago, and the edits are hysterically bad. They are so embarrassing for me to look back on now, but I'm not ashamed of them. I'm not ashamed of any of my old videos because they show a progression of determination and drive and a motivation that got me where I am now. I've been outnumbered by you guys 50-1 in chat on videos that I have grown over this time. I got as good as I am through development like that. Now is the time when you need to be committing to it. If it takes a long time, good. Because good things don't come quick. That's what she said. Ah, beat you to it, RJ. Whee. Cult. Yes, Bookworm. Bookworm knows how it be. Steph, when are we getting that Gemini Rage compilation? Yeah, yes, Steph. Make that compilation of me being mad. Jay Spaghetti is in the building. Everyone bow. Everyone bow. She's here, my queen. Jetty Spaghetti, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stepping in to see me on my birthday. Oh, it's so good to see you. You guys have probably already seen the memes by now, but yeah, we bow when Jetty Spaghetti makes herself known. This lady is my guardian angel. This lady is one of the main reasons I still do YouTube. She's been there for me in the darkest of times. Jet is an absolutely splendid person. Thank you so much for stepping in, Jet. I really appreciate you stopping in to see me. Has 30 seconds passed yet? I have no idea, but I didn't tell you to stop, Rexo. Have a nice day. I come back. Nay, no worries, Chris. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Gemini, I posted my first Little Nightmares theory video. P.S. I forgot how to spell. Well, first of all, I would learn to spell, potentially, but don't let that hold you back. Put out a theory video anyway, because I'd love to see it. I will be checking out your channel, and also I want to see how you develop. Everyone has to start somewhere. Bow down to JSP. Absolutely, everyone bow. Gem, would you like to join my Discord? Feel free. Send me a link, Step. What else did I want to show you guys? Because I am actually running a little bit short on time. And there were some of the things that I wanted to cover. Where are we? Oh, yeah, so this. This. Look at Star. I know Step's freaking out right now because I brought this picture up. This is so fire. Thank you, Static. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are having a lot of fun here today. Bandai posted a new community tab thing. Is that right? Is that right? Is it anything to do with Little Nightmares, though? Because I am sick to death of seeing Elden Ring. Jim, would you like to do a soul link with me sometime, please? Pretty please in a minute. What's a soul link? You'll have to quickly update me on what a soul link is. I'll tell you what, let me know. But for now, I've drank too much of this and I'm going to need a top up. So I am going to go get a refill. I'm going to take a real quick break for a minute, run to the bathroom. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves and I will be right back. And also, I want to see what this poll ended up at. So we got 58 votes, and the majority of you want to see the Ferryman, and I don't blame you, because the Ferryman is an awesome character, and I'm really interested to see how they expand on his lore. So yeah, yeah, I know, right? Bookworm, that's exactly how I feel. Every single time I see a Bandai Namco post, I like jump and I'm like, oh my god, I need to know, and then I see it, and it's always Elden Ring. I respect Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a phenomenal game. Absolutely incredible, as is the DLC. It's world-changing, but it's not Little Nightmares. And the only reason I have notifications turned on is because I want Little Nightmares news. Yeah, absolutely, Sire. I'll do that as soon as I get back. I'm just going to take a really quick break. I'll be back very, very shortly, and I will make a point of going onto YouTube and checking that out so that we can see what it's all about. I'm telling you now, if it's not Little Nightmares related, I'm going to be pissed. Be right back. Okay, right. I like discussing with everyone as well, Sire. This is why I do this. It's so much fun to see so many people so passionate about the same thing I am. It's nice to share in something like this, especially when we got something to be excited about. This showcase can't come quick enough. I am absolutely obsessed. I can't stop thinking about it. Really can't. Yeah, sorry, where was I? Stunboy, yeah, the mirror reflections are getting Lady Boss fight flashbacks. Yeah, so am I. There's actually a couple of things to consider here. So, one thing really quick, because this hey, what's up, Plasmatic? How are you doing? So let me just say this really quick because it's something that came to mind yesterday and I thought it was fun to think about. It's like a little thought experiment. I'm not sure how much merit there is in it, if any, but I do think it was fun to consider. Think about this. I'm not saying this is canon and this isn't actually a theory. It's not even mine. It's just something Mr. Tibbs said when he first played Little Nightmares for the first time the other day. And it resonated with me because I thought it could be fun. So, imagine if Alone turns out to be the lady after all this time. Right. And let me explain a little bit, because you'll be thinking, don't be stupid. How could it possibly be? Alone, let's say Alone gets to the end of Little Nightmares 3. She loses Law. Okay? She loses Law. He dies. He gets lost. He escapes the nowhere. We don't know what happens, but she loses him. She ends up alone, like her namesake. And she ends up traversing the nowhere, and she's trying to hide. Like, she tries to find the safest place she possibly can. She ends up on the mall. She takes over the mall. She destroys all the mirrors intentionally because she's hiding from the Mirror Man. She wears a porcelain mask because Law wore a porcelain mask, and it reminds her of her friend. And she breaks all of the mirrors so that the Mirror Man can't get her, and she isolates herself into the mall, and she takes over it, but it corrupts her the same way the signal tower turned Mono into the Thin Man, and so it makes, all the, she absorbs the darkness, and she's there for so long that she gives into it, and Alone becomes the lady. Her hair blackens and goes dark. She starts to wear the porcelain mask because it reminds her of Law. She hates the mirrors because that's how she lost him. And she's trapped there in the nowhere, but it corrupts her and it turns her into this like manipulative, evil kind of person because she doesn't kill the children. She turns them into gnomes. But she does kill the guests. Maybe inadvertently, but think about it. The mall in its entirety is designed to bring people like residents of the nowhere on board, execute them, chop them up, and feed them to each other. But she doesn't actually hurt the children. But I know that there's so many like yeah buts big, and I know that some of you guys have got yeah buts already brewing, and trust me, I've thought about it. First of all, the hair colour. She has like orange hair, like bright ginger hair like mine. So it's like, well, the lady has black hair. And it's like, and it couldn't be a wig because obviously when it falls on blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so yeah, she obviously has red hair. And it's like, well, you could argue that the lady does hurt children because there's dozens of them on the mall. And you see them being wrapped up and potentially eaten as well. We know that kids have been fed to the granny because we see a bag full of presumably children's bodies in the Depths DLC as well. So yeah, anyway, but just something to think about. Like, that was a really cool thought experiment, and it came to Mr. Tibbs after his first playthrough, and I thought it was worth sharing here. I just thought it was fun. Alison, thank you. Thank you. So you're so wholesome, Alison. I don't know what you're trying to prove, but you're definitely keeping some attention here. Yeah, I don't want to see you piss Gemini. You don't, puppy. You don't. Or maybe you do. I don't know. It might be entertaining on some level. Right. Where? Will I look at the Bandai thing? Yes, I absolutely will. Let me just... Goes feral for Little Nightmares 3. Yep, for sure. Sorry, I'm just really quickly... skimming these, everything, but she's a ginger, so yeah, exactly. Everything else makes sense, but she's ginger, so yeah. Okay, let me just bring up YouTube, and I will go find the Bandai thing. Hey, Fipsy's theory was confirmed. Good job, Fipsy. Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco. Now, the thing I don't like about Bandai is Bandai Namco have like 8 YouTube channels, and I never know which one to find it on. Oh, you see, the first thing that comes up, Elden Ring Night Rain official launch trailer. I get it. I know, right? Bandai Namco Entertainment. There you go. In the Japanese post. This is not what I wanted. Let's try Bandai Namco America, so that I can read the dialogue. I know Bandai's a Japanese company. I have all the respect in the world for it, but I can't read Japanese. Digimon. I like Digimon. Posts. No, I don't want Call of Duty. Someone's gonna see me mad. I'm gonna get mad. Wait, do I have a notification for it? No, of course I don't. Ooh, somebody wish me a happy birthday. Evan Pierce. Thank you, Evan Pierce. What if I just go to home and scroll down. Oh, of course, there's war and everything. Notorious base. Oh, Step. Yes, Step. You tag me in this. I want to see. Wow. Oh, that looks dope. That is really cool. You did this on Canva. That is absolutely quality, Step. Well done. Bruh. Did you make this? That's wild, bruh. That is wild. Click on this. Hello, Gem, everybody. It's some stuff I wanted to share with you all and some stuff that I caught up with. I'll show. Oh, Step. You're so wholesome. W's in the chat for Step, everyone. Forgive me, guys. I am struggling to find the doodah, the doofer. Also struggling to find chat. Alison. I don't want to end this stream because if it keeps going the way it's going, you're going to pay me a weekly wage. I'll quit my job. I'll quit my job and I'll just sit here and I'll keep talking. If Alison's going to keep donating, I'll keep sitting here. So Spurs, what's up? Gemini's getting angry. Everyone be prepared for total annihilation. Yeah, get ready. Sonic boom. Get off of that phone. Find your career like Kim Jong-un. Find your passion and cash on the Kim Kardashian. Where is this Bandai thing? It's stressing me out. I'm sure I was subscribed to Bandai. There. This one. That, and yeah, and I got notification on. Yes, please. Post. Oh, now this, we found it. Way, everybody, we found it. Starting in 24. Well, we know that. It grows closer, much closer. 24 hours until you uncover a part of what lies hidden or regret the knowledge you seek. Join us for the premiere. Remember, your presence is noted and a reaction is expected. Join the discussion in the official Discord during the premiere. Yeah, absolutely. For those of you guys that don't know, and I'm sure each and every one of you do, Little Nightmares has its own Discord now. And it's no longer run by Just Jord. At least not specifically. I'm not sure exactly like who's running the show, but I know that one of them closed and another one opened. Nobody should be sad about it. Everybody should move over to this official Little Nightmares Discord. I'm there too. Not that I ever interact with it or anything like that, but you will get to see me post live streams and new theory videos and things like that in there. Because like I said, I tend to use it as well, I'm not technically allowed to use this one as an advertising platform, but I'll be there if that matters to anybody for some reason. And yeah, if we check out the latest videos, like this, there you go. I'm going to drop a little eyeball in there. There you go. There's 152 people waiting to see that, and I don't blame them. I am so excited, guys. In 22 hours, everyone. Ross. God, I'm excited. 22 hours. Oof. Where's my chat gone? I've lost chat again. God, I'm useless. Ain't nothing wrong with gingers. I'm Auburn, as my mum has ginger hair, my dad's brunette. Nice! Yeah, but big W. Alison's got so many W's, she could start the World Wide Web. Jen, that's in game. That's a new screenie. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Yeah, Trey, I used to watch Digimon anime as well. I loved it. Still love it. I just never got into anything past season 3. TY Gem. There's more pages, is there? Sorry, Step, I skipped your pages. Let me wait. Come on, cooperate with me, please, Mr. Computer. Where is Steps? Tell you what, I'll just go straight to your thing. This trailer was dope, by the way. I'm sure I liked that earlier. Does it still say 0? Bizarre. Either way. Step. Post. Click. How do I access more pages? Ah, right. This next page icon down here. That would probably be helpful, right? New website description. Bandai has a new description of Little Nightmares 3 on the entertainment website. Players lawn. Sink into the spiral. Don't be too distracted by the... Sorry, it's kind of blurry on my screen for some reason, so I'm struggling a little bit to read that concisely. There are dark mysteries waiting for you as Lo and Alone follow their mirror path across the spiral. It is a mirror path, I knew it! As each new location will become more dangerous and disturbing than the last, traumatic flashes from the past will begin to emerge. Will Lo and Alone finally escape from this unending nightmare? Only you can help them. Little ones. We're going to become adept at shield. Sneaking through hidden passages, hoisting each other in massive obstacles, and just with playing a friend or AI companion. There's so much cool stuff in here. Nice one, Step. Censored! In that pre-alpha gameplay at Necropolis, when the monster baby's about to grab Lo and Alone, it shows a sequence where they wake up in a padded room with a bed and theorise that is the county's psychiatric facility. Maybe it's the flashes of the past. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that might be an example of the flashes of the past that we get to see. Trauma and PTSD, yeah, that's actually valuable insight right there, because Little Nightmares 1 followed the themes of greed, Little Nightmares 2 the themes of escapism, and there was a lot of speculation on what Little Nightmares 3 could be. And in this case, trauma and PTSD absolutely stands to reason, especially if we're getting some flashes from the past and we get to see a little bit of dilation going on. That could be really cool. Don't know what happens after Little Nightmares 1 or what happens to 6 at all, but what could the final main achievement mean? The ladies' quarters. A storm is coming. That quote should come in useful. I like how this guy thinks. You think like me, Step. The description for Highly Sprung in Little Nightmares 1 has the description. You jump even higher if you knew what slept there. There are 3 beds throughout the game that you can jump on. The one in the start of Chapter 1, the chef's bed, and the lady's bed. But who sleeps in the first bed? Someone who'd be scary enough to succeed. Yeah. I always thought that was the hanging man's bed for some reason. But it's not in the same room. I think it's in his quarters. In fact, the Overman covered that very, very well. I think you guys should check out the Overman's video on the Hanging Man, because I think he nailed it. I had a couple of thoughts that were similar, but he covered it in a way that I just never imagined before, and it was so smooth and clean and made perfect sense, and I was like, you know what, yeah, absolutely. If there was ever a perfect theory about the Hanging Man, Overman's got it. In the grey banner with the eye in your shorts vid, it has those pointy things around it. The one pointing down is shaped more like an arrow. This would integrate into the sinking part. Yeah, absolutely. That's actually another thing I want to cover. Let me get out of here and I'll just show you exactly what Step is talking about there. Also, forgive me. I know I'm being ignorant of chat right now, but I also wanted to show you guys this. So this right here is something I noticed while I was playing Little Nightmares. Very Little Nightmares on my mobile while I was gathering some footage. These, right? So you guys will have seen some of you will have seen my vertex theory, where I speculated that the notion of entering the nowhere is characterized as sinking lower. Is it sink into these tideless waters, right? And you have to sink deep. You have to plunge. You have to be pushed, okay? Always like finding a way to go lower. And I speculated that the way to escape from the nowhere, you would have to make your way higher and go up and essentially fly out of the nowhere, which is why most of the characters that we see attempting to escape are all on some kind of flying vessel, like a hot air balloon in Very Little Nightmares, or like the flying ship the Carnival is on in Little Nightmares 3. But see this, so we got the eyeball right here, and it's pointing down at the ferryman's boat, indicating that, you know, this is how you get into the nowhere. And then right here, the arrows that are pointing up indicate the hot air balloon right there. So into the nowhere, out of the nowhere. Understand? And that's just one of many. I made a short because I do intend to make I already have a theory video about this topic called the vertex theory, but I didn't include these references in Very Little Nightmares in that video because I didn't know them back then. I hadn't clicked with them, so I made a short video. It's only like 15 seconds long with some of the dopest music I've ever heard, and I just put a few of these in it for you guys to sort of take what you will, and then I linked the vertex theory in it. I probably will find a way to integrate these into a future theory video, but it's likely going to come after the release of Little Nightmares 3, so we really know what's going on. But yeah, that's that anyway. Right, sorry, where's this? There we go. Oh, sorry, I've skipped it. I'm miles behind. Okay, where were we? I promise I saw. No, you were absolutely right, Bookworm. It was me. I was on the wrong Bandai. I was on the wrong Bandai channel. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Yep, sorry, I've read that one already. Hey, someone said hello. Current Worm 4, hello there. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get your little message there, but hello and thank you for being here. I think we can trust Supermassive for Little Nightmares 3 as much as Bloober Team for Yeah, I completely agree. Bloober Team did a spectacular job of Silent Hill. The Silent Hill 2 remake was one of the best games I've ever seen. It was absolutely incredible. I watched it played in full on the Notorious Basis channel. Absolutely brilliant. They did it justice. And if Supermassive do anything even remotely close to what Bloober Team did with Silent Hill, with Little Nightmares, they will be on the money. On the money. Katsi, yeah, I did actually glance over what you said there. Now, I don't own any Pokemon games. Nor do I own a Switch. I think the closest thing I've got is a Game Boy. It's something that we could potentially consider doing for the future, but again, it would be a really, really long way off, and we'd have to figure out some of the complications that come with it, because it's going to be a bit of a pain for me to do. But it's not outside the realm of possibility, though. Also, what is the... Yeah, sorry, I just got a comment on a video that popped up on my phone for some reason. Also, Jem, I don't know if you've noticed, but Noon and Mono have a lot in common. Episode 6, Noon comes across the hallway and door, much like the one we see in Little Nightmares 2. She also says it drifts away. Yeah, absolutely she does. Yeah, very reminiscent of when Mono is approaching the Thin Man's door, and it's got that sort of dreamscape where you're like, running towards something that seems to be endlessly getting away from you. Bro, I found the same page in like 3 seconds. Don't type Bandai Namco. You type Little Nightmares Showcase. Fair enough, RJ. Fair enough. Nobody asked you, RJ. Please let the beer lit. Yeah, absolutely. Deep Press. Don't destroy the universe. I can't destroy it until the end of Little Nightmares 3. Then you're all doomed. If I don't like the ending. TMNT Skull, yo! Yeah, absolutely. We got the bow reference. We got a low and a lone reference right there. I see you. There's no way I'm sleeping tonight with this. Honestly, I don't feel like I will either. I'm going to try to, because it's like my only day off. So I'm going to sleep, or I'm going to try to sleep as much as I can. But my days, I know I'm going to dream about the showcase, and then I'm going to wake up at 3 a.m. and be like, is it time yet? And it absolutely isn't. Leon Legenda! Can Little Nightmares 3 come? I really hope so. I hope so sooner rather than later. Nix, keep your radios on. Absolutely, Nix. Absolutely. So excited. Hope to catch it live. Yeah, I will be. I'm going to be tuning into Just Jord stream, because It's Just Jord will be streaming the showcase live, and that's where I'm going to be watching it. What are you going to do today? Well, really, it's just a case of speculating on what's going to be in the showcase. We've already talked a lot about it, so now I'm going across like a couple of other things, going through some like artworks and some interesting theories that you guys have pulled up to me, and reading your comments and engaging with you guys, because it's my birthday and I like to spend it with you all. Man, I want Sounds of Nightmares too. So do I, Plasmatic. Who else would be interested in hearing a Sounds of Nightmares 2? Also, here's another thing. I'm gonna put it in a poll, because it'll validate me and it'll make me feel special. I'm going to ask you guys a question and I want your honest response. There you go. Your little poll for you guys to engage with, because I like it because everybody likes pushing buttons, right? Isn't it the hanging's man? Yeah, hanging man's bed. That's what I thought, Alison. Absolutely. Oh. Will you stream tomorrow when the showcase is live? Karina, no, I won't be. Oh, and thank you so much for the happy birthday. Sorry I missed that. But yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with you, Karina. No, sorry, where I'm sorry, I lost myself for a second there. Will you stream tomorrow? No, unfortunately I won't, but I will be tuning into It's Just George's live stream, because he's going to be streaming the event live as it happens, and I want to be there for that. I don't tend to stream at the same time as It's Just George does, because number one, I'd hate to step on his toes, because It's Just George literally inspired me to do what I do. And number two is, our audiences are largely the same. I know that practically everyone in here is a fan of It's Just George, and the chances of you watching my stream over It's Just George's stream is like astronomical. You might as well watch it on George's end, because I feel like you would get a better experience of it there. That, and you wouldn't want to listen to me talk over it, because I will talk throughout the whole thing, whereas George might actually just let us sit and watch. And I want to sit and have a sandwich and drink a beverage and like calmly enjoy it as it happens. I want to watch it unfold, and it's hard to do when you're trying to keep up with chat. So yeah, I'll be watching it on George's stream. I got a theory that Hangman is Otto, who went into nowhere but realised Cece was dead. Yeah, I actually had that theory a while ago. I speculated on it in a video of mine called The Flashlight Theory. I expand on that a little bit more, Sire. It's a good insight, isn't it? It's curious. Makes sense. How do you spot these things? It's just pure tism. It's just pure tism. It's just like pure obsession with this kind of thing. Like Step actually brought this image to my to my attention. Now I'm obsessed with it, because I think that this depicts their method of travel. I think this is like a map that's not necessarily for them, but was put here by people who came before them, who were trying to escape from the nowhere. And I think that Lo right here is following the clues that are laid out, not just in this, but I think there'll be dozens of areas with references like this to how to traverse the mirrors, and how to set up the big chronograph meter that we see, the big chronograph dial that we see them working with in the trailer and stuff like that. I think it's eventually going to lead them higher and higher. I think they're going to go up and up and up and up and up and up throughout the mirrors until they eventually end up on one of the flying ships. I also feel like it's going to crash. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my chat again. Where are we? Gemini might have just figured out the nowhere. I hope so. Broadcaster's symbol is an eye with a radio dial as the pupil looking down at you. Since you can manipulate the radios, you see... Ooh, that's daunting, Nix. I really like that. Great description as well. I feel like even Mono and 6 are going towards a signal tower. Could be referencing the theory. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Gemini's the next game theory confirmed. Not even close. I have so much respect for game theory and the people over the game theorists, the film theorists, the style theorists, the food theorists. They are a whole other level. I am just a humble nobody from the nowhere who's trying to make my way. I feel like I'm good at what I do, but what I do is very niche. Like if you told me to do the same thing at Five Nights at Freddy's, I couldn't. I'd have to be like clinically obsessed with a franchise like I am with Little Nightmares, and that is exceedingly rare for me to be this level of interested with anything. But it is a massive compliment for you to compare me to game theory. Absolutely, massively. I really appreciate that, puppy. What date do you think Little Nightmares 3 will be released? Now, I've already put down a bet with my audience, with you guys. I think it's going to be released on October the 5th. Now, I made that prediction a little while ago. And when I made that prediction, I was quite confident. I am, since new information has come to light, and now I'm no longer so confident. But I can't backtrack on it because I made a bet that if we got 5 donations in that stream, I would place down a concrete bet on when the game will come out. And if I was wrong, I would do an ice bucket challenge. So I can't retract it. So I'm not confident in that, but I have to say I think it'll be in October, and I have to say it'll be on the 5th. If it's not, I will be undergoing I'll be attempting a ice bucket challenge with no reaction, and you guys will get to see that. So I hope it's on October the 5th when it's released. If it isn't, you'll get to see me be wrong, but I am not 100% on that anymore. I wasn't in the first place, but I was at least more confident in it than I am now. Motivation disappeared. I haven't even finished the broadcaster's reference sheet. Don't worry, it's really hard. When I'm writing speculative DLC episodes, I find it really difficult to stick with my motivation as well, especially when I'm so run down, because I do a lot of work. Like, I have multiple jobs, and so I'll go to work and I'll be at one job for like 8 hours, and I'll go to another job for like 10 hours, and I'll use 2 hours that I've got left of my day to eat or work out or both, and then I'll try and edit a video, or I'll try writing a script, and I'll be sitting there like, I'm still awake, I should really write this script for my next video. And I'm just at a total mental block because all I can think about is I need sleep. I've got work in 3 hours. I can't do this. I'm so hungry. It's difficult to overcome, but if you can find the motivation, it's great. I actually find myself more enthusiastic about creating content after a live stream because you guys are what motivates me to do it. You guys give me that extra push I need to really like knuckle down and zone in and like focus up. Try putting the Discord link, but it won't let me. If you go to my channel on the homepage, you'll see the link on there. No problem, Step. I'll get to that after the stream, and I'll pop in, and I'll be sure to give you a little wave in there. I'll say now, forgive me, I am highly inactive in Discord. I just don't use it. I use it to advertise my streams and stuff, and that's pretty much it. Occasionally, I'll go in there and I'll answer like channel members or like people that have been fans for a long time, people that have been reaching out to me for a long time. So I used to make a point of replying to every single message, but now I get so many messages that I physically can't keep up, so I just don't even try. But I utilise these streams to communicate with everyone effectively and more personally. So please don't be offended if I just pop in, say hi, and then disappear for a month and don't respond or interact or anything like that. I will still be there and I will still be supporting. I just won't be very active, that's all. We're talking about the meanings of the stories again. What is Little Nightmares? Yeah, Little Nightmares 1 is gluttony or greed. Little Nightmares 2 is escapism. Sounds of Nightmares, guilt and rumination. Very Little Nightmares, pride. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Very Little Nightmares could very well be pride, actually. Especially with the Pretender and her environment. Yeah. Can you guys on George's stream tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. Karina is right. Everybody in this chat right now is likely going to be in It's Just George's stream tomorrow at 7:30 when the thing goes live, because Jord will be going live slightly before. I think it actually goes live at 7:29 p.m. That's UK time. I don't know how that translates for all of you from all over the world and everything like that. But for me, it's but it says it literally says it on the video now. If you go to the video link now, it will tell you your own time zone. Sorry, I had to pop off. I'm currently working on no damage to client. Hey, no problem, Mr. Tibbs. It's all right. You're doing your thing. It's a professional runner. I would expect no less from you. Yeah. When do you think it'll release now? I'm not sure. I still think it's going to be October. I just don't think it'll be the 5th. But if it's not the 5th, then I will still do my. I will still commit to my challenge. Absolutely. Theories. No, some of you guys won't agree, but this is my theory. What they can travel, they can time travel. Think about Candy Factory is like 1978 and a carnival 1890, and the president is now. I may be wrong. Time, like I'm not sure. Okay, so Chris, I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree, but I don't think it's necessarily time travel. I think what it is I think Nowhere is made from the people who find themselves within it. And I think it's built from all of the people over time. So it's given life and it's given form by all the people that have been there. And because it's been there for like centuries, apparently, it's probably potentially been there forever, you will get references within the Nowhere from every aspect of time. So it's like a living museum. It's like a living haunted museum. So like you can go to the school and suddenly it's 1950. You're in the dinner hall, you've got your porcelain plates, you've got the teacher with the wooden desks and the chalkboard and a big ruler that she's allowed to hit the students with, because that's how it was in the 40s and 50s. That's why the attire is like that. But then you go to, like, for instance, the mall, and it's more like got like a Japanese geisha sort of aesthetic to it, and it seems a little bit more like the 1800s sort of thing. A lot of lamplight and not very much electricity being used. A lot of coal power and steam power and things like that. I think there's a lot of references in there in the Nowhere to every aspect of time. So I don't think it's necessarily time travel. I imagine it as what it's like going to a museum. So if you go to a museum, like I go to a museum semi-regularly to do research and things like that, and it's curious because you start in like the early 1800s, so like 1850, and then as you traverse the museum, and you got, because it goes around in a big circle, like a big ring. I'm not sure if I'm on camera. It goes around in a big circle. So you go from like the 1850s to the 1890s to like 1920, the 1950s, and eventually work your way up into like the early 90s or something, which is like the latest decade that they cover before you go back out into 2025. I think that the Nowhere is kind of built like that. It's just like an amalgamation of everything over time. You could absolutely be right, because there is a lot of magic in the Nowhere. There's a lot of teleportation, so there could very well be time travel. In fact, we might even get a reference to that in Little Nightmares 3. That could be what they mean by these visions of the past, or these blasts from the past and things like that that emphasize the trauma of the characters that we play as. But yeah. Well, those are my thoughts anyway. But I do understand what you say. I do understand what you're saying. I do think it has merit, but I think I just interpret it a little bit differently. If you walk into the city, the broadcaster rules it like it's suddenly the 1930s. Yeah, absolutely. It's like the entire city is based like the 1930s, right? Until you get to the school, and it seems later. Or, well, it's a similar time frame, actually. Yeah, if it came out of Halloween Catsy, that would be dope. Gemma, I did a little edit in my shorts. Bring her back audio with Little Nightmares. You should react to it. It's very short. I will. I'll check it out in just a second, Step. What year in history do you think Sounds of Nightmares took place? Oh, that's a really tough one, actually. See, I'm inclined to think that it's something that I like to look at is the... I'm going to bring it up on Google. So if we... go Sounds of Nightmares, 1 million views. 1 million listens. So this picture here, it's not very big. Is it going to let me see? No, I don't get to see. Okay. There. So this picture here. Look at the layout. So these suites are obviously spiral references and things like that, but everything, notice how all of this stuff is pen and paper. So what can we see here, and what era does it come from? I had to look up when X-rays were a thing, when brain scans were a thing. But I think the main giveaway, the main point that we need to focus on is this thing. This particular design came from the 1800s. This is a late 1800s tape cassette recorder. I think in one of my videos I referenced this. I even learned like it doesn't have a model number, but you can find very, very similar ones to it. I think it's based in like the early 1900s, purely because of this and the fact that the first ever brain scans were made available around the same time, like within 20 years of this here, I think, anyway. So that's my estimate, that's my guesstimate, shall I say. So what would be your story about in the Sounds of Nightmares? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the... Yeah, 97% of you guys would be interested, which is really nice to see. Thank you so much. And I've got a couple of ideas, but I'm going to keep them to myself, because if so many of you guys actually want to hear it, I'll make one. It won't be official, obviously, unless Bandai decide to invite me out to do an episode for the Sounds of Nightmares Season 2, which I highly doubt, because I'm still a nobody. But if they ever did, it would be official. But if they don't, I'll make one anyway. And I'll put it on my channel for you guys to enjoy. For you to enjoy. For you to judge. And if you like it, then great. But I've got an idea what it's going to be about, but I'm going to keep that myself for the moment. I don't want to spoil it. It'll be the 4th, just to screw you over. Yeah, it probably will, Mr. Tibbs. That's quite accurate. Saya, I have to go now. No worries. Thank you, Saya. I really appreciate you stopping in and saying happy birthday to me. Mato. Sorry, I just read your comment and didn't read your name. Hi, Mato. Sorry, I didn't even acknowledge who you were. I'm just like, yeah, I'll jump straight to the comment. Let's see. Do you think they'll all be a futuristic Little Nightmares? I don't think so, because I don't think that the fear factor from Little Nightmares, I don't think it matches the aesthetic, Catsy. I think if you were to put like future technologies or even modern technologies into Little Nightmares, I think it would lose some of its appeal. Is that the right word? I find it appealing that it's old and rustic and nostalgic, and it's creepy because you can look back on this stuff and you can see why it's scary. Whereas the future and modern technologies and stuff, it's hard because we actually live that, so we already know what's scary today. And we will eventually experience what's scary in the future, but we have no means of experiencing what was unsettling or scary in the past. That's actually one of the main reasons I like going to museums, because it lets me step back in time for a minute and experience that. I like walking around like what used to be dungeons or old schools and things like that, and just really, really like losing myself and letting myself be immersed in those environments, because I find them like overtly creepy. Hey, Step, you're one to compliment me, brother. You're the one pulling out all the gold today. Still using a tape recorder, exactly. Yeah, they absolutely did. It was Treg. It was one of the earliest forms. It was one of the earliest ways they did it. In fact, people of merit, like people of high IQ, scientists and things like that, that was one of the main ways they used to document their thoughts. Was they would constantly have a tape recorder on standby, much the same way Otto does. He just hit record, and rather than sit and think and write down his thoughts and things like that, they'd usually be in the middle of something. Like they'd usually like Nikola Tesla, for instance, would be in the middle of doing math. He'd already have a board, he'd have things to do or machines to work on, he'd have his hands full, so he wouldn't have the capacity to write. He doesn't have enough arms, he's not the supervisor, so he wouldn't be able to write down what he's thinking as his thoughts come to him, but they come in such rapid succession, and if you think about so much stuff at such a high velocity, it often escapes you. So he'll just hit record and he'll start talking, and he'll speak out his thoughts as it comes to him, and that's what people of merit used to do. Like, well, a lot of people, not just people of merit, but busy people, scientists, mathematicians, writers, artists, people like that who have their hands full would utilise this form of technology, and it's very, very early. We consider it retro now, even though it's exactly what I'm doing right now. How meta is that? My internet just cut off and scrapped my theory where I was writing, totally not crashing out. I would be beside myself with rage. I'm upset for you. Look at me, look at my serious face. Look at how angry I am. It's not anger. I can't force anger. It's just like my default. But I'm very sorry you did, Bookworm. If it helps to motivate you in any way, I'd be really intrigued to hear your theory, if you wouldn't mind typing it out again. Yeah, Otto definitely has doctors writing in that, because, like, can you read a single word on here that is written by Otto? Unless he wrote this. Yeah, Bookworm, I would be furious. Right, so Step asked me to look at, where is, yep, bring her back. You should see the trailer, by the way, it does have disturbing shots of one. Yep, no problem, let's see. Let's see if it'll give me a quick, easy, there. Oh. Bring her back at it. There you go. Oh,
Listen.
sorry. Let me get some volume.
Listen. Listen. Listen.
Some people believe the spirit stays in the body for months after death. We can bring her back.
Listen.
Bruh.
Listen.
Bruh. Step, you've got a talent for this stuff, my dude. I really, really like that. That's so cool. It's so spooky, and I love the use of sound effects and everything, and the voices are really creepy too. But having these scenes play out, but having them glitched and out of sequence and stuff is really, really authentic. I really like that. I don't know if you guys will have seen, but did you see the trailer I made for this video with the clock ticket? I'll tell you what, would it, just because I am going to go very soon. I'm going to go in the next couple of minutes because I am absolutely starving to death. I'm so hungry and I need food in me. And I'm also getting pretty tired and I want to relax for a little bit with the rest of my day. Looks like you got distracted. Yes, I did. Shush, Tibbs. I always get distracted. What did you say, Tibbs? Did I get distracted from what you've said? No, Mr. Tibbs, I did explain your theory. You just left and abandoned me. But I did explain it already. Yeah, I discussed it, but you were away at the time. I talked about your theory though, Mr. Tibbs. Yes, Step. Okay, so before we go, hey, Osiris Gaming, I don't believe it. Oh no, look at that. Look at that. Osiris has just come in here and he's broke the chat. Not enough memory to open the chat. Don't pass go. Don't collect £200. God damn it. You are trash. Oh, yeah, it would appear that my PC is crashing out even harder than idiotic Bookworm. Bruh, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Osiris Gaming. That's really kind of you to say. Thank you. I really appreciate you stopping in and saying hi to me and wishing me a happy birthday. It's really kind of you. This is really wholesome. It's very, very nice to be here chilling with everybody and having such a nice time. I appear to have lost my chat though. There it is. I forgot to pop it out. There we go. Pop out chat. And let me close off Steps thingy there and this and open my chat back up so I can read it, move it over here and then expand it so I can see everybody. Yeah, as I was saying, I am raging over here. I like how Puppy expects me to just go absolutely nuclear every time it crashes. I mean, you're not wrong. There has been times where happy birthday trash. Thank you, Kingsley. I appreciate it. Chaz says no, the audacity. I know, right? How very rude. My chat rudely died. Another one for the rage combo. Yeah, comp. Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. I read it as combo though. Happy birthday, man. Hope to see you on John's stream. You absolutely will. For those of you that don't know, and I know every single one of you do, but the Little Nightmares live stream, I don't even know if it's a live stream, but it's a reveal. The showcase, the Little Nightmares showcase takes place tomorrow at 8 PM UK time. I know most of you are going to have your bell notifications rang and everything like that. I am not going to be streaming it, but It's Just Jord is. And I will be there in the chat to support and to watch and to enjoy, as should all of you, and I'm sure you will, so I've no doubt that I'll get to see you all there while I'm there. And yeah, this has been an absolutely dope stream, and I've had a wonderful birthday. It's been so cool chilling with you all. I very, very much appreciate you, but I'm starving. Step, you better make this quick, because I'm hungry. And I will eat you. I demand sacrifice. Sacrifice someone to me. It's my birthday. I demand a sacrifice. Chat. I demand a sacrifice. Who is sacrificing? Who would like to volunteer as tribute? I need protein. Really can't wait to see how the Ringmaster looks. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I feel like he will be very, very spooky. Like Archibald Snatcher. There was something else I was going to say then, and I've completely forgot. Kingsley! Yeah! We'll sacrifice Kingsley. Hello there. Katsudon, hello, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing okay. I'm sorry you're catching us quite close to the end here. Alice Angel, I volunteer as tribute. Mr. Tibbs, I would eat Mr. Tibbs. I'd 100% eat Mr. Tibbs. Gemini cosplaying as 6. Maybe I will. I've got the raincoat. I've got a wig too. No worries, it's your birthday. Yeah, exactly. I'm hungry. Sacrifice him. Sacrifice him. Finish him. You win it. Kingsley, you better be ready, because I am absolutely starving, and you better be full of protein. I hope you were working out. You ain't damn lad. Follow him. Finish him. Kitty Cat wouldn't mind. Shut up, Tibbs, god damn it. Okay, I shall be the sacrifice for being late. Yeah, you're so late to the stream, you should be the sacrifice. No worries, Step, you go ahead. Is that actually on your channel, Step? Happy birthday, thank you, Katsudan, I really appreciate that. Can't believe George summoning worked. He summoned Little Nightmares 3. I know, right? George shows up and they immediately publish something. Coincidence? Bit weird. Bit sus. Lost Cartoon. I'm writing Little Nightmares AU where you follow Hoodie and his little sister name. Name? Well, little sister. Oh, sorry, I get it. Yeah, sorry. His little sister's name. Well, little sister. So you just called little sister. Like, name to be decided. In their adventures, try and get safe sanctuary for little ones like them. I would be intrigued to see that, actually. I would really like to see it, because I like people, because I do it myself. I expand on Little Nightmares lore, and that's the beauty of Little Nightmares. It's not based on Six or her story, Mono and his story. It's not even Lowen alone, even though they are the current poster childs for it. It's all connected in a way that the nowhere can be expanded and interpreted by you as the individual, by you, by me, by Jord, by Bookworm, by Tibbs, by Catsy, even by Kingsley. It can be interpreted in any number of ways by everybody involved. So it's even better when somebody has the foresight and the motivation and the artistic talent and creativity to expand on it in a way that is palpable, that they're able to share with us through a video, through an audio series, through artwork, through 3D modeling like GKS does, or through theory videos like myself and It's Just Jord. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So just as a last thing, I'm just going to check that out, Step. I just need to go back to your channel real quick, and then I am going to call it a day, because I've got the shakes now, because I really want to eat. And I need a person to eat. Thank you, Mushroom Official. Great theory, definitely seems likely. I hope it does. I really hope it does. I'm hoping that that'll be confirmed sooner rather than later. Step. There you go. Weapons will have a live event today at 6 p.m. Oh, interesting. I will be very intrigued to see that. This is also absolutely petrifying. Step, is the clip that you wanted me to watch, where is it, buddy? Where am I finding it? Is it on your shorts? Is it Fun Trailer Fan Trailer? This one? Let me know if I'm right, Step. Locations so far include a snowy mountain, a mine, a plant laboratory, and a daycare facility. Daycare would be dope. I would love to see daycare facility. I bet that's really creepy because you could get like an overseer of some description whose job it is to look after the children, right? Also, the snowy mountain I think is a really good play because I've seen a reference to a snowy atmosphere that was potentially scrapped in Little Nightmares 2 for a snowy area. And I always wondered why they didn't use that. I thought it just didn't make the cut, but I would really like to see it expanded on. So I bet you could do a great job at that. Q6's theme. It's a day. Yes, it is a day. 2 months ago, Step. Yep, that'll be this one, is it? Ah, what's going on? There you go.
Peggy 16.
That skipped for some reason. I don't know why it did that. It doesn't tell me when this went up, but I'm going to watch this now. Ready? Lego. Slow-mo. Ah! Nice overlay. This music actually suits the theme really well. It's the kind of music I expect they would use in a Little Nightmares movie. Nice. Nice use of the zoom as well, but great powerful cuts. Cool. Wicked transition. Very nice. Very nice. Boom. Ha! There's almost a theme there as well. Really good. Very impressive, Step. Very impressive. What do you guys think? Did Step nail it there? I think he did. I think he did a phenomenal job. I actually made one myself. This one. I'm just going to show you guys super fast. If it'll load. It might not. It might die on me. There you go. Right. So, I'm just going to pop back to chat real fast. Can't believe Joe's... Yep, sorry. Read these ones. Red. Fool and Pawn. I like those names. Bookworm. I also have a clown one. Like that. Heaven, you haven't missed too much, but it's mostly just me gasbagging as it normally is, so don't worry. Arrow, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're coming in right at the end. It's a shame. The VOD will still be up, so you'll still get to like watch and see everything that we went through, and all of that. You didn't miss too much. It's literally just me gasbagging. So if you're interested in watching my face for 2 hours, well, nearly 3 now, then by all means watch the VOD back. I'm just really sorry that you didn't get to come in and interact, but thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I'm really glad you could at least make it for the end. So just real quick, guys, I'm just going to finish that poll off actually, because that's a really good positive result. Is that 96% of people, so 46 votes and 96% of you would actually like to see me write one. So I will commit to that, I believe. Yeah, Tibbs is cheeky. He is far too cheeky, isn't he, Catsy? So, Step, you might be interested in this. This is something that I made this trailer for this stream. Just out of pure excitement. I was sitting here last night and I was just vibrating with excitement. And I just thought of the concept and it came to me and I thought that you might like it. Well, I thought all of you guys might like it. That's why I introduced it. But only the people that were early to the stream will have actually seen this. But I made this trailer last night. And I just wonder what you guys think of it. So please give me your honest opinions in the chat. I have thick skin, so if there are ways that I could improve on this, please let me know, because self-improvement is very important to me. Also, if you do enjoy this, please drop me a little thumbs up on the video, just to let me know what you thought. I'd really, really appreciate it. Again, any feedback is absolutely welcome. Even if you think it's garbage, please let me know. But I made this out of pure excitement for doing this stream today with all of you guys, and of course for the upcoming showcase that will take place pretty much this time tomorrow, in about 20 hours from now. And it'll be live streamed over on It's Just George channel, and I will be there in the chat also. So yeah, I'm going to let this play. It's only like 30 seconds long. Please give me your honest opinions, and if you do enjoy it, please thumbs up the video for me. Ready? Let's roll. Thank you. Yep, muted for the last little bit. What a rookie. Yeah, sorry. So that was what I made. You didn't miss me saying anything. I was just saying I'm going to call Mr. Tibbs right after the stream. But yeah, so forgive me, Mr. Tibbs. I will give you a call, but you'll have to forgive me because I will be eating. Sorry, I will be cooking. But yeah, I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, I made that because I was buzzing with the stream. Yeah, absolutely vibrating with excitement was literally me. That's, yeah, whenever a new idea comes to me, like when I was drawing up the art designs for these characters, for Echo and the other characters, I get really over enthusiastic about it. Hey, crazy YouTuber. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to keep like double checking if because there's a delay in the chat, so you guys are still saying I'm muted on my screen. But there we go. Yeah, mic is off, but it shouldn't be. You should be able to hear me now. Blah 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 blah. I hope. Anyway, so that is me. It has been an amazing stream. We've been chilling for the better part of 3 hours. We've covered a lot of the new stuff that I'm going to do. We've got like record level viewers, record level donations. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my little trailer there. It made it worth making because it was actually hard to make, as Step will realise. These aren't easy to make, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your kind donations and your kind words, and for spending your Monday evening with me, and for making me feel really special on my birthday. This is a day that I look forward to now. Because I know that I'm going to come home to not only a day off, but a community that is prepared to support me on their Monday evening. It's late on a Monday now, and it's just amazing to have you guys as part of my community and to share my artworks and my passions with you. And the fact that this is not only going to be a wonderful birthday, but it gets extended for me because I have tomorrow to look forward to, as do all of you, because we're going to be tuning in either on Bandai's channel or on Just George's channel. I would recommend checking out Just George because you'll get to see him react to it in real time, and he will come up with theories on the spot because, like I say, he's the man that inspired me to do this job in the first place. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely dope, and we've got a world of hurt to look forward to, but I am enthused for it. So Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. It's been an amazing birthday. Thank you to those of you that were able to donate to me. I am going to definitely put that money to good use. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. I can't state it enough, but I'm starving to death and I'm going to get gone. So thank you all so much for being here. But until next time, little ones, that's game over. Bye.